Okay, hi everyone. This is Lada from astrolada.com, and Trifon Nikolov is here from me, Vedic and ancient astrologer. And thank you so much for all of you being here. Those of you who couldn't make it will have a recording and it will be sent to all of you. Everyone who is attending, everyone who couldn't make it, you will get a recording. And we're going to be talking about fixed stars today. And the funny thing is that actually today the sun is conjunct one of the fixed stars that rules astrology, and Mercury and Venus are very close to the other two fixed stars that rule astrology. Isn't it true? It's close to Zosma and the nebula. Mercury and Venus are very close, almost within a few degrees. So it's kind of all the three astrology stars are being triggered today. So that's a great day for fixed stars webinar. And okay, so can you hear us all? Just to confirm, you hear Trifon and you hear me?
So I intentionally chose that date because of the presence of those stars.
Okay. Oh, that's why you told me let's do it on the 18th. Of course. So nothing is by chance here, people. Wonderful. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I also have some experience because Trifon told me about those fixed stars 2-3 years ago when actually the information was brand new and we started testing them. So I'm gonna also fill in on some information now. I'll be giving you names of celebrities and famous people who have those combinations. I'm here with the search items, and I'll be adding some of what I've observed with others clients that we've done this fixed stars that I've applied them on. But Trifon will be giving the main knowledge and information. Can you give us some background about how you came across this information? What happened? Like where is this information coming from? Because there is information on fixed stars online. Like you can go to the fixedstars.com website, but it does not give the same information as what you have.
Of course. I found this information in the ancient books of astrology from Europe. There are some important figures in astrology here in Bulgaria, who are working in that direction and even translating such ancient texts. So with the help of those researchers and also finding other sources from India, I was able to touch on this topic.
Sorry?
That way I was able to learn more about the fixed stars. So those manuscripts, they are from the 4th century, even another from the 9th century, but all they have one source, and this is an ancient Egyptian astrologer named Hermes.
So Hermes is the creator of astrology according to mythology, isn't it? Or one of the most ancient astrologers?
At least in Egypt, he is titled as the best astrologer at all times. Of course, he is much more than that.
He was He was a high priest, a spiritual leader, and possibly an exalted being. He is considered a god, isn't he, in mythology?
Yes, he was. But also there are other sources coming from even the more remote past. And those sources are from ancient Sumer and Babylon. So different sources, Mesopotamia, Egypt, and ancient India.
Wonderful. I can't wait to hear more. So would you like to, so this is very privileged information, people, this is information that he's gathered from different sources and that has been compiled and that has been tested over the years. So this is information that is not available if you go online and Google and try to understand. If you go and Google some of the stars, they'll say totally different things according to what current astrologers know about those fixed stars. So we can start. Which there are a number of bunches of stars. Basically, are you going to speak about them in bunches or one by one in astrological order, or are we going to go with the wealth stars and however you've prepared them?
Yes, there is a certain order about the stars which was created from the ancients. So they are grouped in an order that is a mix of the planets.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, they say that one star is a mix of the nature of Venus and Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
And other types also exist, like stars with the nature of Mars and Venus. So we will talk about it in this way.
Yeah.
So first we will have to speak about the brightest stars today.
Okay.
There are around 5,000 visible stars. Of course, we cannot speak for all of them. But the brightest stars are the most important too, because the power of the stars is in the power of their brilliance.
Of their brightness.
Which is yes, their brightness is the most important.
Yeah, so
about the star.
Yeah, and I would always like to compare, like we can't see Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, but we can see the fixed stars, so they become even more important than the positions of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, isn't it? Because you can't see those, but you can see the fixed stars.
Yes, in ancient texts they say also in some parts of the text they even say that there are stars which are more important than some planets.
Oh wow! Okay, and I just wanted to give a quick to present to people that fixed stars. Everyone has the 7 planets: Saturn, Sun, Mercury, Venus, the moon, but not everyone has the important fixed star within. How much orb would you give to the fixed stars? 2-3 degrees from the degree that we mentioned?
Okay, I see. So the most powerful influence, of course, is in the limits of 1 degree, or in the same degree of the star. This is the best. It gives really the meaning of the star. But the star's influence will be felt even until the 7th degree from the star.
It's like almost like an orb of a planet sometimes.
Yes, it is. But these bright stars,
yeah,
they have the same brilliance as the planet sometimes.
It's true. Sometimes even more. Like I've been watching now Antares, and it's as bright as Mars almost in the sky. But anyway, so where do we want to see one of those fixed stars if it's going to be influencing our life? It's a few points it has to be, because not everyone will have fixed stars in their horoscope that are conjunct important point. But people of importance that create usually something of importance, or that have an impact somehow on their society or in the world, they kind of have quite a few fixed stars. You've noticed that, haven't you, on important points? And what are those important points that we have to be looking at? So people have to check their degrees of ascendant, sun, and moon. I guess ascendant, sun, moon, ascendant, Lord, and midheaven, isn't it?
Yes, first we have to speak about the important positions of the stars in the chart. So, Hermes says that the best position is when the moon is in the same latitude with the certain bright star, and also rising on the ascendant.
So
This is the best position.
Ascendant and moon are the strongest points.
Yes.
So you have to be checking, guys. You have to know the degree of your ascendant and moon. Trifon will be giving the degrees in sidereal zodiac. I will be giving them in tropical, because most of you here are using tropical. And I will be telling you, if you're using a tropical chart, what degree to look at if you happen to have especially the ascendant and the moon. But we also have to look at other positions.
Yes, but this turns my attention about the zodiac that is used. Let's talk a little bit about this. Hermes, who is the founder of astrology, in the texts that are survived from him, and also the clay tablets from Babylon and Sumer, they all show one zodiac that is used from the ancient founders of astrology.
Mm-hmm.
At least until the 4th century, when the difference starts. Until then, the zodiac that is used is the one that is with the star Aldebaran right in the middle of Taurus. This means 15 degrees and 0 minutes. So, you have to understand that this is the real zodiac consistent of real stars. And in the past, they watch the real stars. And everything else that will be said is only a reflection from the real stars to the equatorial plane of the Earth, which way uses the so-called Western astrology.
Yes, but because everyone knows the chart here, who is on the webinar knows it in tropical zodiac, I'll have to be giving the tropical position. Trifon will be saying the sidereal, and I'll be telling you the tropical is this degree. Say Aldebaran is at 15 Taurus in sidereal zodiac, but it's at 9 degrees currently at this time in Gemini. So if you want to check at your planetary detail table whether Aldebaran or any other star falls on the ascendant, sun, or moon, you have to be writing down, because here I also have everything written down. So keep a pen and paper and write the name of each star and the degree so you can check it in your own personal horoscope if it affects anything. If you're using tropical zodiac, if you're using sidereal zodiac, which usually people that are from India tend to use that to have generated such a chart, then listen to the position that Trifon is talking about. But yeah, these are the actual, the sidereal positions he'll give. It's the actual positions of the star on the, when you look at the visible stars, you know. So there is like now 2 zodiacs, the sidereal and the tropical, which is, the tropical is based on the solar equinoxes and solstices. The sidereal is based on the actual constellations. And I'll be translating the values of the sidereal onto the tropical that we use in the West, so you can find these in your horoscope.
Okay, and finally they will get more familiar with the real zodiac too.
Yeah.
So let's talk again about the places where the stars are most powerful in the chart. First, again, Hermes said that the most important place is the ascendant. And when the moon is in the same degree as the powerful star, and the same latitude, which is different, this is the best position. The next position in power.
Actually, what does it mean, latitude, to be the same latitude?
If you look at the sky, you will see as if the moon and the star are on one line.
Like say the star is here and the moon is here.
Yes.
Aligned.
They will be aligned.
Mm-hmm. But we can't check that with the normal birth chart, can we? Unless we have a special program.
No, we can do it. We can do it.
Oh, okay.
If they are in a kind of parallel, they are in such position.
If they're in parallel.
Yes.
Yeah, but only specialized astrology software shows when something is in parallel.
There are enough such programs.
Yeah.
It's not such a problem.
Okay. So we look at moon and ascendant first conjunction to be in the same degree. And if anyone can find out the parallel as well, it also works.
Yes. We will show which program is capable of calculating such positions later, if you have interest. Now again about the stars. So, the next position in power is the culminating point in the chart, the so-called medium cele.
Midheaven.
Midheaven, yes.
And this is the 10th house cusp according to an equal house system, guys. So if you want to check out, if you're using my birth chart calculator at astrolada.com, you go to you generate it and you go to the house cusp table and you look at the 10 house cusp. Say it says 5 degrees in Scorpio or whatever. And if you happen to hear a star within 2-3 degrees from there, it's a culminating. This culminating means the star highest in the horoscope, the position highest in your chart. Basically, if the ascendant is the eastern horizon, what constellation was rising or star the moment you were born? The midheaven is what star was exactly above you, the highest point of the ecliptic when you looked up, which was the highest. So this is very prominent, very bright star. That's why it's so important as well. Okay, sorry, I'm just like filling in because many people on this webinar don't know astrology, so many of them don't know any of those. So I have to, explain those things.
Okay. So even when the chart shows weak positions, Hermes says when a bright star is in those places, then the person will have bright life and success.
So you might have like a really smashed sun and Saturn on the ascendant, and it's kind of difficult combinations or whatever, but you have one of those bright stars on the ascendant sun, on the moon, ascendant or midheaven, and it can make you a very successful life.
Absolutely, and this is the truth.
So there is hope for some of us that have horrible charts, basically, through one of those fixed stars.
Yes, you will have at least 30 chances of change in the chart with those stars, because the most brightest stars are around 30.
Yeah.
So the next position in power is the cusp of the 7th house.
Ah, okay. I've never looked at that one.
Yes, but this is only in relation to the houses. Also, in fact, the order is this: the cusp of the ascendant, the cusp of the midheaven, conjunction with the moon, conjunction with the sun.
Okay.
In fact, then comes the cusp of 7th house.
Okay, the 7th house is the setting horizon, guys. If the ascendant is the east horizon, the 7th house cusp is exactly the opposite, where the sun, where the western horizon is touching the earth. That's the 7th house cusp. So they're kind of always opposite signs in the same degree. So first we start ascendant, midheaven, moon, sun, the sun sign, the 7th house cusp.
Yes, and after that, the ancient authors say that comes the cusp of the 4th house.
Oh, wow. Okay, I understand. But the cusp of the 4th house, the cusp of the 4th house is exactly opposite the midheaven. The midheaven is the highest point in the chart when you were born. That minute when you look up, the highest position is the midheaven, and it's second in strength. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in strength is exactly the opposite point. Basically, when you look below your feet, where was the lowest point? So if a star, it's not going to be visible. The star will be below the earth, but obviously it's going to affect you. And does it affect you in a more different way than the one at the midheaven? Is it going to affect you more like inheritance from family or something like that, or something that is more like, or it doesn't matter because the fourth house is connected with family?
Of course, there are a lot of differences between the different positions. We will discuss about them. And just to tell about the last position in power. And the last is conjunction of the star with part fortune.
With the what? With the part of fortune. Okay. Yes. That's the part of fortune. Lauren is saying, can you ask Trifon to speak louder because people are having problem hearing? If you can get closer to the camera somehow.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, hold this. No, exactly, perfect. So the part of fortune, guys, this is the point, midpoint calculated between the ascendant, sun, and moon. This is point of increase, of gains, of happiness, of growth in your life. There is a way to calculate it. Where is there a way? Where can you calculate it for free? Arabic Lots, on the Arabic Lots website.
Yes, you can find it everywhere.
Let me, I'll give you a link, guys, to everyone on the chat line. Just a second.
It's one of the important things in astrology, this part.
What about the ascendant lord?
They don't speak about that.
But it's an important point.
It is sure that every planet in conjunction with a star is important, but these are the most powerful positions, according to the authors.
Okay, so here it is, guys. I'm putting here in the chat a link how to calculate your Arabic chart. I think everyone will get it. Yes, Libra Center, and you can put the degree, the sign of your ascendant and moon. It's shown there, and you get a point in the sky, which is good for you to calculate it when we start. When we start, let me show you very quickly. I'm just going to share my screen so people can see it. Desktop. So you see, you get that here. And basically, you can, part of fortune is calculated for, if you are born AM or PM, there is a difference. Basically, if you're born, AM means from sunset till sunrise. If you're born after the sunset or before the sunrise, you have to calculate it AM. If you're born, this is not normal AM, PM. If you're born from the moment the sun, AM or PM? PM means from after sunset till after.
In the day and when you are born in the night.
Yes, so PM is when you're born in the, which one is when you're born at night? The PM.
When you are born, which is not PM, it is just in the night after the setting of the sun, before sunrise.
Yeah, they explain at the bottom, number 2, number 3. So you
turn the formula.
Yeah, so for example, your personal, and you look at the ascendant personal point. Say I can put this, my degree is 2 degrees, that's tropical zodiac, plus the moon.
I will tell you how is made the calculation. If you are born in daytime, you take the distance between the moon and the sun, between the sun and the moon, in fact, and you calculated this distance from the ascendant. Where it falls, there will be the point. And if you are born in the night, then you take the distance between the moon and the sun, and the same number of degrees from the ascendant, you find the point.
Okay. So yeah, there, you can play with this formula here. It's here, and you can find the exact degree here. Like I've calculated, you get it, say 3 Gemini. So you have to remember this. This is the part of fortune. You have to remember that degree. Stop screen sharing, just a second. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have strength, ascendant, midheaven, the moon is third, the sun is fourth, the 7th house cusp is 5th, the 4th house cusp is 6th, and the part of fortune is last. So these are the most important points that you have to look in the horoscope to see if they're conjunct any fixed stars. And you can find all those till the 4th house cusp from a birth chart calculator, from the house cusp or the planetary detail table. For the sun and the moon is from, and the ascendant is from the planetary detail table. For the 7th, from the midheaven is the 10th house cusp. For the 10th house cusp, the 7th and the 4th is from the house cusp table. You look at the degree and the, and the sign. And part of fortune, you can calculate it in Arabic calculator. Okay, so some of you even have the software that knows those.
Okay, let's say just this, that the so-called Arabic parts are in fact much more ancient than that name, because the parts come from Egypt, and maybe even before that time, for instance from Babylon. So enough for the Arabic parts. You will see that later that they are important. The conjunction of the part of fortune with the stars is something important. So these are the powers of the stars in these positions. When you have them in such position, for instance, when certain bright star is in conjunction with the ascendant, then Hermes that you have happiness from early age, and that you have it in the same city or country that you were born.
Happiness from early age.
Yes.
When is the ascendant?
When a star is rising on the ascendant.
When it's conjunct the ascendant, basically. At the place of birth.
Of course, we mean some of the brightest stars in the sky from this list.
Yes.
Next, if a star is in conjunction with the descendant, which is the cusp of the 7th house, the setting place of the horizon in the chart, then the person will be successful and will have fortune in middle age and in foreign countries.
7th house cusp relates to foreign countries and middle age, if there is a star conjunct there.
This relation is still present in India, where when they are talking about traveling, often they look at the 7th house.
Oh, most people that I know who have even moon in the 7th house or planets there, they tend to live abroad or spend big times abroad. So just like ascendant is home here, 7th house is the opposite, far away. So yeah, 7th house is connected to traveling. 7th house has success abroad or traveling, and the middle part of age.
Yes, and also those men will have bright wedding.
Yeah.
Bright. And also they will have inheritance, but not so much through women, but also from circumstances.
Inheritance, basically good things that come to them from circumstances.
Yes, like inheritance in this case.
If you happen to have, say, a leadership star conjunct the 7th house cusp, are you going to be a leader in the 7th, in the later part in your life and possibly abroad, or possibly your partner can be a leader because it's the 7th house cusp?
If it's about a woman, it can be the both cases, and in the today's world, it is possible both.
Both. So you can, if you see a fixed star conjunct your 7th house cusp, you can expect those qualities from the partner, or you can develop them abroad and in midlife, basically. Okay.
And also they said that when a bright star is in conjunction with the cusp of the 4th house, in the language of the old texts, the subterraneous place,
yeah.
then the people will be successful in old age.
I'll be a rich old woman. I have one of the wealth stars there. Successful in old age. Okay, guys, if you always wondered whether you're gonna die poor or young, we'll see this now from the 4th house cusp, if there is, or you might become famous in your 60s or 70s. Who knows? Okay, so 4th house. I'll keep writing. So I'll be writing this for people while you're talking.
Okay. Also, when a star is in this subterraneous place, people prosper from large trusts.
Sorry?
And they're
prosper from large trips.
Trusts. Trust. In today's language, it can
like
be even. Yes, a large group of powers united.
Sorry, I don't. Can you repeat like that?
Large trusts.
Like trust funds? Or
yes, for instance, or something similar.
Like inheritances or things from family that come, properties. Corporations
in today's world.
Sorry?
So, even corporation today.
Success.
So, how do they say that their deaths will be white noted?
Their deaths will be well noted.
White noted.
White noted. Okay.
Yes. And respected.
Yeah, they will be
respected after their death. In fact, a long time.
This will be remembered and noted, and they can have large trusts. Okay, perfect. What happens if it's with the moon or the sun?
Oh, then you will see that these are one of the most brightest personalities that can live in every respect.
Because the sun and the moon are your kind of
the most powerful powers, after all, in the sky for us. So,
what about the part of fortune?
What?
What about the part of fortune?
They didn't say anything about it.
Oh, it's obviously going to bring some kind of fortune.
But you will see that there are many notable people with conjunction between the part of fortune and a certain star. So it works.
Yeah.
So let's start talk about the stars themselves.
Yes, yes.
So there are different groups of stars, and the groups are in order of their nature, and their nature is according to certain planets. So the ancients, desiring to explain how the stars are working and what is their nature, they say that a certain star is from the nature of Jupiter, for instance, or from the nature of Mars or else, or even from the nature of Jupiter and Mars. So there are different groups, and every group has its own meaning. Every combination between the natures has specific goals. We will talk now about the group of Venus and Mercury stars.
Venus, Mercury stars. This must be nice. There we go. Venus, Mercury.
Yes. So, also they found this similarity of the stars with the planets because of the colors of the stars. So, for instance, when they see that a star is white, they think that the star is with the nature of Venus, and
White.
eventually Mercury. Yes.
Yeah.
If the star is red,
Mars.
it is sure there is a Martian influence. So the star will be the nature of Mars.
Mm-hmm.
If the color of the star is yellow, then this is a star with the nature of Jupiter and maybe the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
If it is with other colors, again we find similarity.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a dim star or somehow gray. It will be with the nature of Saturn, for instance. If it is very white, bright white, it can be with the nature of the moon.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So, in this way, so the stars with the nature of Venus and Mercury are stars with white and somehow blue color.
White and blue. Ah, Mercury is blue. Okay.
Yes. There are three most bright stars in this group, and first of them, the brightest, is the star Spica.
Oh, okay. Here it is, the star Spica, guys. It's according to Western astrology. You can say in sidereal what degree it is, and I'm just finding it in. It's 24 in Libra, I think.
Yes, the star Spica is part of the constellation of Virgo, and it is in the last degree of Virgo.
Yeah.
In fact, it is 29 degrees and 4 minutes in constellation of Virgo.
Actually, Spica in tropical. In tropical.
This must be 22 degrees in Libra, in tropical zodiac.
Currently. Well, yeah, 23 within the 23rd degree of Libra. 23 Libra. So if you happen to have ascendant there, midheaven, sun, moon, 7th, 4th house, part of fortune. And actually, what were those stars called? The Venus, Mercury? They were called spiritual, or no?
In a certain manuscript that is translated from the famous astrologer Rumen Kolev here in the city where I am, manuscript from Hermes. Hermes says that these stars of the nature of Venus and Mercury are spiritual stars.
Okay, these are Mercury, Venus are spiritual.
Yes.
Means that they make you someone spiritual, more religious, maybe?
Yes, I will tell you the meanings. So, spiritual stars, they make a person kind, compassionate, religious, philosophical, knowing, fond of arts, artistic, self-thought.
Artistic, knowing, religious.
Yes, and that.
Wow. And artistic as well, because I've seen many really good designers and artists with speaker either with the sun or the moon or the ascendant. They're really like good with somehow with design for some reason. I don't know why. It's often I've noticed that.
Yes,
But
I will tell you now the other stars of the group and the differences between them. So speaker is more connected with culture and with fine taste, with music, with art. The other star that is here in this group is the star Vega, which is from the constellation of Lyra, and she is positioned on 20th degree of Sagittarius in 32 minutes, according to the ancient zodiac.
and here in Western zodiac is given as 15 degrees Capricorn currently. Let me just write. The second spiritual star is Vega, 15 Capricorn in tropical. Sidereal, it's Sagittarius. But if you're using my birth chart calculator at astrolada.com, because some people asking, sorry, but I don't understand up to now how to find out if I have any of these fixed star. You can find them in your chart by going to astrolada.com, go to the birth chart calculator, enter your details, time of birth, place of birth. Time of birth is important in order for you to find out your 10th house cast, 4th, 7th house cast. And then once you have the tables, go to the planetary detail table and to the house cast table. Planetary detail table and house cast table. The house cast table, you'll see, you have to look at the first house, the 7th, the 1st, the 4th, the 10th, and the 7th. So those four, so the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th house cast. Find the degree there. And if it happens to be, say, in 15 Capricorn, you have one of those spiritual stars there, and basically in one of those 4 points. And then to find out your ascendant and to find out your moon, you go to the planetary detail table, find the degree, find the sign, and then listen if any of those stars that we're enumerating falls on any of the sun degree and sign or the moon degree and sign, or those 4 points. Midheaven, so the 10th house cast, the 1st house cast, the 7th, the 4th. Okay.
So I see the questions here.
Yeah.
Now I see them. So someone says that can't understand how to find the stars. Okay, you can recalculate your chart using Fagan-Bradley Ayanamsha, and this is equal to the ancient zodiac.
Tripon is giving you the degrees in the ancient zodiac in sidereal. I'm giving you degrees in tropical because most Western softwares have the tropical degrees, how they correspond to the tropical currently. Those of you who have already a sidereal chart, you can look directly at the position of the sidereal.
So you will find this in many places. For instance, in Astrocom, you can find this kind of Ayanamsha, and also in most of the softwares. So the best, I see a question about the orbs. The best orb is only 1 degree, if the star is to give something really powerful. But you will have the qualities to some extent, even up to 7 degrees.
Mm-hmm. But to be really meaningful, like within one, I would say 2-3 degrees would be kind of powerful.
So someone says that his son and he has Vega. Okay, if you have Vega, listen. Roman Kolev here says that when Vega is present, this is the star of the angels. She is so spiritual that she can give someone who is so good in his heart that he can't do something bad.
They can't hurt people.
Yeah. The ancient authors also said that Vega gives musical abilities.
Ah,
Of course, it's Venetian Lira, which is a musical instrument.
oh yeah, this is the constellation of the lyre, like I don't know what a lyre is, but something that you kind of play on. So yeah. Lauren, can you play some music for us? You have this star. Anyway.
So, Vega is a very powerful spiritual star. In fact, I will tell you something that I found myself. The calendars that we use here in the Orthodox churches in the East are very ancient. The one in Bulgaria was changed before around 100 of years, but the traditional calendar is still used in Russia and Armenia, for instance. And when you use this calendar, which came from the remote past, when the sun makes a conjunction with Vega, in that calendar there comes Christmas.
Oh yeah, because they celebrated on the 7th of January, and that's when the sun conjoins with Vega.
Yeah, and this is, of course, the birth of Christ, according to the celebration. So, Vega is a very spiritual star, as you can see, even according to the ancient calendars. It coincides with such big celebration of spirituality.
Yeah. So people with Vega kind, angels in their heart, possibly musical skills, people with speaker, more creative, artistic skills, also very artistic, knowing, cultured. Speaker is more cultured at the 23rd degree in tropical Libra. And I have noticed that a lot, kind of so many artists. I think Gwyneth Paltrow had her son conjunct the speaker. I can just quickly Google people. Sun in.
You will find many artists with that position.
Yeah, there are many. Like I can give you a few artistic people that have that. And John Mayer, the player, has that. Rita Hayworth has that. Oscar Wilde, brilliant writer, literary skills here, has that conjunction of the sun. I'm just looking at the sun currently. And yeah, anyway, but I haven't even checked the moon or anything like that. But yeah, so we're so far Vega and Speaker, which are very spiritual, which are very give angelic spiritual qualities.
Do you see my screen?
No.
Let's see what I have to do something about that. So, do you see it now?
Let me check. No. Mm.
Even when I talk, you don't see it. You don't see it.
No, nothing. Did you have to download something?
It is downloaded. It is downloaded.
I don't know. No.
Oh, I see. Now I have to install the app here.
Yeah,
It
you
will be
have
ready.
to install it.
It
Sorry.
will be ready. Okay, so let's talk in that time about the other star in the group. Another powerful spiritual star is the star Deneb.
Deneb?
It is a constellation of Cygni. It is positioned on the 10th degree and 33 minutes in Aquarius. This is only a projection from the constellation to the path of the sun, of course.
Deneb in tropical zodiac is 5 Pisces. There we go. 5 Pisces tropical zodiac. If you're using tropical, if you're using my birth chart calculator or astro.com, tropical Pisces, 5 degrees. Let me just write it to everyone. Deneb, 5 Pisces tropical, or what was it? Aquarius, 20. Sidereal.
10 degrees and 33 minutes in Aquarius.
10,
There-
sorry, yeah. 10, Aquarius, 10. Okay.
14 in tropical.
5 degrees tropical or Pisces or okay.
So, do you see my desktop?
Not yet. No, we don't see it.
Maybe still there is some install to be made.
Mhm.
I will
So
try.
then, so far the stars from that with a spiritual nature are Spica at 23 Libra tropical, Vega at 15 Capricorn tropical, and Deneb at 5 tropical at 5 degrees Pisces. So if you happen to have ascendant, sun, moon, 4th house, 7th house, midheaven, each one gives you a bit different result on any of those degrees. You're an angel. You have deep spiritual nature. You're connected to spiritual energy and protection, understanding, and musical and literary ability.
Okay, so I will have to tell you now something else about the stars, something that gives them more power. It is in relation with their nature. So now we see that this group of stars is with the nature of Mercury and Venus.
Mm-hmm.
So Hermes said that if Venus or Mercury is in conjunction with a star of this nature, then the star's influence becomes 10 times stronger.
So it's not only the ascendant moon and the 7th and 1st and 10th and 4th house. So basically, guys, if you happen to have Venus, say, at 15 Capricorn, or Mercury at 23 Libra, or Venus at 23 Libra tropical, or Mercury or Venus at 5 Pisces tropical, around that degree, this star becomes 10 times stronger.
We hear probably the sound of someone here.
Sorry?
It's not from
Where
me.
is that coming from? Those are the angels calling. Jennifer Taylor.
Okay, turn off the sound.
Sorry.
Again, now we have such positions in the sky. Today, we have certain star which is more powerful.
Someone sound on who's not. I'm not sure if someone can turn off their sound.
I hear well here.
Everyone else is blocked. I just see Mercy.
Yes.
Mercy, can you stop the sound, please? Because we can hear what's happening there. Ah, thank you. Okay, now it's fine. Thank you, Mercy. Okay, so we went to Deneb, the 5 tropical degrees. What does it do?
So, it is one of the, again, most spiritual stars in the sky. Its nature is similar to Vega and Spica. In ancient Egypt, they connected Deneb with the mother of the universe.
So maybe you should pray, guys, who have Deneb in a close point in your horoscope to the goddess mother.
So, I have to add something else now. The nature of the stars can be changed sometimes because of the positions of the planets. For instance, imagine that you have Spica on the midheaven and Mercury on the ascendant. This will give more power to Spica.
Because Mercury, one of the planets that Spica is like, is very strong.
Yes, will be on an angle and will be powerful too. So the aspects of the planets are also important. And about those stars, they say that when we have certain aspects, their nature can be changed. For instance, if you have Mars with one of these stars, then their meaning can be changed for bad. And there can be a lack of spirituality.
So if it's a bad star, like Saturn?
When Saturn is there, it's different, according to the ancients. But we're talking now about Mars more. So.
You said Mars. If Mars is there, sorry, I heard Saturn.
Mars is there.
So if you have Mars at this 5th degree Pisces, 15 Capricorn, or 23 Libra tropical, it might be the opposite of spiritual.
Yes.
But if you have Mercury or Venus there, which those 3 stars have the nature of, it really increases this potential. And I just wanted to mention a few people that have the star Deneb at 5 Pisces, tropical. Elvis Presley, I've noticed Deneb has also give ability for literature and music as well. Have you noticed that? I've seen this with people that are very artistic. This 5 tropical Pisces and 10 sidereal Aquarius. It's something to do with very artistic, very creative. Elvis Presley, Leonardo da Vinci, even though he was born 400 years ago, or 5, his moon will still be within the degree. So kind of Frank Sinatra has this degree as well. Look at the people that you're part of. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Go.
Yeah, so we have an explanation. Ptolemy says in Tetrabibus that the conjunction of Mercury and Venus gives musicians and people of the arts. So the stars.
So people, those of you who have those 3 stars, Deneb, Spica, and Vega, you might be very literary and musically gifted, people of the arts. And I'm just looking here and I immediately see so many people, I mean, wow, that have that. I'm just looking immediately at the search criteria. There is a way at AstroTheme to look. If you want to see people like you, wow, there's so many that are amazing actors, actresses, musicians, for example. Yeah, anyway, we can check the sun there. And immediately I get Steve Jobs even is there. Elizabeth Taylor has her son at those degrees. George Harrison from the Beatles. Drew Barrymore has her son there. Dakota Fanning. Victor Hugo, amazing writer, has his son there. Johnny Cash has his son there. I'm just looking by sun, moon, and different combinations. George Washington, he must have been very religious and spiritual people because he has Dennett, the star there. Rudolf Steiner, the great mystic, spiritual leader, has his son there. My God, amazing. Okay, Emily Blunt, literally artistic skills and talent there. Okay, James Blunt as well has his son. Okay, back to it. Yeah. So these are the 3 stars with Mercury and Venus influence, the spiritual stars, the spiritual and artistic stars. So if you saw someone's chart that has Vega very powerful and Spica somehow with planets configured, would you recommend, and this person says, can I be a musician or can I be like I want to be a spiritual teacher or something? Would you kind of tell them, yes, go for it? You'll be really helped in that direction. You have a mission.
Okay. I see some questions here.
Okay.
How if it is on the descendant about spiritual star? So this will mean that your partner can be a very special person. And again, that I said before, that you can have success in middle age and in foreign country.
Mm-hmm.
And that you have a good marriage, or bright marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the stars there.
Mm-hmm. It says on detailed table, how do you find Vega Spica? You don't find them there. You just find the degree of your ascendant, of your, basically the first house, the sun, the moon. You find the degree of Venus or Mercury. You find the degree of the planets that are in your birth chart. And if you have, and then I'm giving those degrees. If you have, like I said, Spica is at 24 Libra, Vega is at 15 Capricorn, and the NEP is at 5 Pisces. So you have to check manually whether you have your ascendant, your 10th house cusp, your 4th house cusp, your 7th house cusp, or the moon or the sun or Venus or Mercury, those 2 planets that are connected to those stars in any of those degrees that we have given.
Let's
Can you repeat
something
aspects? Sorry? We'll give you a list after that of the degrees of all the planets. Together with the recording, I'll send you the degrees of all the planets and where to find them in tropical, zodiac, and to compare them to your chart, basically. So we don't stay too much and we don't repeat ourselves because we have so many stars, guys, and we don't want to hold you here for hours. So yeah, let's repeat. What were you saying?
I see another question. We are focused definitely on conjunctions here with aspects. Other aspects are also present. They can be important, but the aspects here in the ancient texts are definitely the conjunctions. So
yeah, just the same degree. Look at the same degree.
Yes.
Within 2-3 degrees, I would say, for strength.
Again, about Spica. Spica can give priests, philosophers, and even in the past for women, priestesses. Yes. And also
guys,
some
have your moon there, or possibly you're in a past lifetime of priestess. Who knows? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes people avoid to eat meat or something, or some bad foods too.
Yeah.
For religious goals.
Yeah.
But those spiritual stars sometimes give problematic sexual life.
Sorry, that's not good news. When you're too much of an angel, you don't have probably sex organs. That's awful of me. Sorry.
They are somehow sometimes fickle in their sexual desires, and this can happen with certain position of the planets, according to the ancient texts.
They're fickle, like they sleep around. You mean more?
Yes, for instance.
Ah, so they don't have sexual problems. They're just because they're so charming and like.
Only with certain position of the planets in the chart, in the horoscope. It is not for everyone. So, when Mars is in the east, above the ascendant,
Mm-hmm.
and if Mars is in an angle, especially in this case, this can happen.
Okay, so if you happen to have one of those stars prominent in your chart, and you have Mars on an angle which increases the sexuality, basically Mars close to the 4th house cusp, the 7th, the 10th, or the 1st house cusp, it can make you a sexual rake.
When Mars is in
In
an
astrology, the combination of Mercury and Venus can give problems in marriage because one is more like sleeps around a bit more, it's too charming, has too many partners sometimes. This is the combination, isn't it?
Yes, it can be a problem. So, this is because Mars is contrary to the nature of Venus here, the nature of the star. And when Mars becomes strong, so he destroys some of the nature of Venus and turns that nature in a bad direction. Venus is connected, with love and sexuality.
Mars makes it very much primal and too physical, I guess.
Yes. So when Mars is in an angle and Spica is in an angle, then they can deal with legal matters in their lives. And when Mercury is on the ascendant, these are people who knows what they are looking for in their life.
So if you have Spica, you said, and Mars on an angle, it can make someone that is a lawyer or something like that.
Yes, someone who is involved with society.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if Venus and Mars are above, so are under the Earth, that means in the direction from the 1st to 7th house, below the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And especially on the cusp of 4th house. And when they are in the cusp of 7th house, on the descendant, then the people becomes religious, but also impotent, or with few children, or their children are only female.
That's not so bad. The children only female. It's like a bad thing.
But in the past, it was something bad.
Yeah. So basically, such people that have one of those stars, Spica, Vega, or Deneb, placed in the important points, and also Venus and Mars below the horizon, from the 1st to the 7th house, such people might be so spiritual that they decide not to have children, or that they don't have children.
No, everything can be fine, but just their life will be in such circumstances that maybe they will not have children early, but late, for instance.
Okay, late, and female children only. That's me. That's my horoscope.
So someone asked me, it was you, in fact, what happens when Saturn is conjunction with the stars? I mean, Spica, Vega, and Deneb.
Mhm.
The ancient author says that when Saturn is in conjunction with those stars, someone who is good in prognostics, someone who is learned in secret matters and who can be initiated also.
So you have more
Uh,
discipline with such things, with spiritual things.
and also good doctors or healers.
Okay, who can be initiated. So guys, if you happen to have your Saturn at 15 Capricorn, at 23 Libra, or at 5 approximately 2-3 degrees around 5 Pisces or 4-5, you can be a healer. You can be someone who is initiated in secrets, in secret matters, occult matters, and someone who can be a healer. Okay, that's good.
And again, they say that when Jupiter is in conjunction with one of those stars, it gives more fortune and happiness and power and even hegemony. Especially, this will be true when this conjunction is on an angle, on the ascendant and the 10th.
So check if you have your Jupiter there. Makes you more fortunately, makes you, especially if Jupiter is on an angle, as we said. Okay, so
we have another star of this group that we are not discussed yet.
Okay. I thought it was just 3.
It's a very powerful spiritual star. In fact, it is one of the 4 so-called royal stars. Sometimes in the past they called this star the priest.
Yeah.
So, it is called
Priest.
Fomalhaut. Yes, the star Fomalhaut.
Fomalhaut is at 3-4 degrees. Let me write for you guys. Fomalhaut.
Yes, it's in the constellation it is constellation of Pisces, the Southern Pisces Australis, and it is posited in the sidereal zodiac in 9 degrees and 5 minutes of Aquarius. This is the projection on the ecliptic.
In tropical, Fomalhaut is at 3 Pisces. 3 Pisces tropical. So it's very close to Deneb. Deneb is at 5 tropical, 5-6. Fomalhaut is at 3-4 degrees Pisces tropical.
Yes.
3-4, sorry.
So about the star, they say that it gives few children, or give them late, or the people with the star rising or in conjunction with the sun, for instance, they can be even childless. But on the other hand, it's a powerful spiritual star. The people with that star are with all the qualities of the spiritual stars, and also quite well shaped, according to the ancients.
What is quite well shaped?
Well shaped, yes, a good body probably.
Good body. Okay. Jennifer Taylor, your son will have a good body. I remember that then the one at 5 tropical Pisces, there was one horoscope we were looking, someone had it on the ascendant, and she had 3 daughters, which it says you're going to have only daughters, isn't it? Or female children. Then it was the one at 5 degrees Pisces, because I just remember it now. There was some lecture we were watching, and the lady said, yeah, and the lady said, "Oh, I have 3 daughters, and this is conjunct my ascendant." But Fomalhaut, the 3 and 4 degrees can give fewer children or late in life, or worst case scenario can make someone childless, but at the same time gives amazing literary skill, creative skill, and yeah, sorry.
Yes, it is so. So these are the 4 most spiritual stars, the most powerful stars. Of course, there are others, but you have to look for the white stars in the sky to see them.
These are the most important. These are the brightest. And we love these stars because they make you like an angel. They give you artistic, creative talent. They give you spiritual understanding and depth. And they possibly people would be very drawn to you and like you if you have one of those stars because of the angelic aura and spiritual energy you have around you. And yeah. What was it? Erdogan had Vega, didn't he? The president of Turkey, and you said he's a very spiritual, religious person. He had Vega on his ascendant.
Yes, he is known for that he is religious from early age.
Yeah.
Of course, he has other stars. I will tell about the other stars later when we came to their group.
Someone is asking, is there any value to these fixed stars in the progress chart? Possibly
yes,
for a bit.
I was about to answer. Of course, everything about these powerful stars is connected with every astrological technique that you know.
Okay. So it means that if a planet of yours is progress, say your sun progresses over one of those spiritual stars, you might become more spiritual for a moment.
For instance, yes.
Or more creative, kind of.
Or it will be like if you are progressing through the conjunction of Venus and Mercury.
That's nice. So you'll be pleasant, sociable, others will be attracted to you, you'll be attracted to arts and to more.
Can be influences, even love.
Oh, wonderful. Look, if you have a progression of one of those, or maybe if your Venus progresses to 15 Capricorn, or to 23 Libra in tropical, or to, love can come, or you can become more artistic, more creative. Perfect. Okay. So we have those. I'm repeating them again. We'll give you a list of all the fixed stars: Spica, Vega, Deneb, and Fomalhaut. And the degrees you'll all be given a PDF. I'll compile it right after this, and I'll send it to you within the next few hours after it's finished. Oh, well, someone says, this has just happened in my life. Musical recordings done 33 years ago are being released on a record label tomorrow. And my progress done is exactly on Deneb 5 degree Pisces. Wonderful. What a great news.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. How powerful are those fixed stars? Venus, Mercury.
Your music is a spiritual work, after all.
Oh, yeah? It is. Music is spiritual work. Music is the most spiritual of all.
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. I love hearing good news. I got goosebumps. Okay, so these are the nice stars. Let's go to the next bunch.
Yes, the next group of stars. It is the group of Mercury and Jupiter stars.
These sound good as well.
Yes, they are. These are usually the stars of artistic people.
Again, artistic, yeah. Maybe not so spiritual this time.
Yes, it is different. But these are the most artistic stars, in fact. They are connected very much with art. The most powerful of them is the star Gemma.
Gemma. Okay.
Which is part of the constellation Corona Borealis, Northern Corona.
It crowns you. What was that? How did Hermes, what did Hermes, for the previous 4 it says spiritual stars, how did Hermes call those ones?
He doesn't give a specific name except that he explains its nature, like what they give.
Okay.
But it is known that Mercury and Jupiter's influence is connected with art and artistic talents.
Okay. And Gemma is, what degree is it in sidereal?
What?
So, and Gamma is what degree sidereal?
It is on 17 degree and 31 minutes of Libra.
So that would be Scorpio. No.
So you have to know that this star has two different opinions about her in the ancient manuscripts. One of the manuscripts says that she has the nature of Mercury and Jupiter, and another of the manuscripts says that it is the nature of Mercury and Venus, like the previous spiritual stars.
So Gemma is also known as Alphecca, guys. The other name of Gemma is Alphecca. Let me share the screen so you see it very quickly. So you see where it is? You see? It's this constellation called Corona Borealis. It's called Alphecca or Gemma, and currently in the tropical zodiac is a 12 degrees Scorpio. So I'm just repeating, Gamma 12 degrees Scorpio in tropical. And that's Libra though in sidereal. Sorry, Trifon, I know you hate that I'm transferring it to tropical, but people have their charts here in tropical.
Okay. So, but see how this star is in the constellation of Libra, which is a constellation of Venus too. And no matter that one of the manuscripts says Jupiter Mercury and another says Venus Mercury, the Venus influence is present too, to some extent. So, it is connected, it is projected in Libra, of course. It is part of Corona Borealis. But what this star gives? These are people which are most appreciated. They are friends with the rulers. They have strong body. They are famous and loved by many people. I will give you an example. I'm sorry that I can't share my screen for some reason, but if you look at the horoscope of Charlie Chaplin, you will see that he has the most powerful combination, the moon in conjunction to the degree with the star Gamma, and in conjunction with the ascendant.
Wow.
So he's so famous and so loved, even after so many years.
Bruce Lee as well has his moon there, guys. Elizabeth Taylor has her moon there. Lady Gaga, loved and hate. Charlie Chaplin has his moon there, I'm seeing. Will Smith has his moon on the same degree. Mila Kunis has her moon on the same degree. Wow, okay, Kate Moss. Sorry. Yeah.
This definitely is the star of the artists, especially like in theater and movie, as you can see. But also in other...
as well. Ralph Fiennes have. Jules Verne, wow, the writer has this really amazing artistic. Eddie Murphy has this conjunct his moon. Lots of people that are very loved. Yes.
It looks like they are there.
Sorry? Whoopi Goldberg has exactly conjunct her moon. I'm just checking the moon now, but it can be on your ascendant, it can be anywhere else.
Yes, but remember, the moon is one of the most powerful positions, because the moon is the most powerful according to the ancients planets because of her speed. She is a translator of the energy of the stars and planets.
Oh, let me give you a few other people. Natalie Portman, Charlie Chaplin has their ascendant. Robin Williams has his ascendant. Isn't he loved by everyone? Another one with his ascendant at Gamma, Jim Carrey. My God, these are all wonderful people. You're right. Wow. So it's true. It's very artistic. There we see. Michael Douglas has his ascendant conjunct within 2-3 degrees. Interesting. Wow. Okay. And Vin Diesel has it within 4 degrees. So kind of close. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Perth. Okay. I'm just giving examples. Famous, loved by many, strong body, most appreciated. by people that, did we say famous or loved by the famous?
Famous and loved by many people. Famous by themselves, because it's a part of the constellation Corono. They have this quality to be awarded.
To be awarded. Yes, because the corona is crowned. You're crowned with something.
Yes, in this case, for art, for instance. But it can be for many things. Even true kings can be with this star.
Kings, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I saw a few kings while I was looking, but I didn't mention them because I like King of France of something. A few of those people. Margaret Thatcher has it on her ascendant. What are the chances? Louis XVI of France has it conjunct his ascendant. So it's kind of, well, that's a bit far away. Yeah, there's 3 real kings there. Rasputin has it conjuncted. The king, one of the kings of Morocco, the president, also has it on his ascendant. Yeah, we see that people that are crowned. Margaret Thatcher was crowned, awarded. Mark Twain has that. Literary skills again. Artistic skills, famous, loved by many. Mark Twain. Aretha Franklin has it within a few degrees of her ascendant. Amazing, yeah. Okay.
So, next star from this group is the star Castor. It is the main star in the constellation of Gemini, and it is positioned on 25th degree and 27 minutes in Gemini, in Sidereal Zodiac, of course.
Okay, in tropical, it's 20 Cancer. 20 degrees Castor is a 20 degrees Castor, 20 degrees, I'm showing it here, I'm sharing my screen for everyone to see. Castor, you see, it's in the constellation of Gemini, but at the same time, it falls at 20 degrees Cancer tropical. If you're using my calculator, astro.com calculator, that's where it is.
And so, everyone that has strong stars, Castor and Gamma, it is probably erudite. He has poetic nature. He's fond of the arts, fond of beauty. He has good mental constitution, which is very important. He can be curious to a fault. It is also dignified, pious, religious, well-known, good at business. All these qualities.
Well-known. Wow, yes. Good at business. That's why I guess like they're saying Western astrology books like Cancers can be amazing businessmen because now Castor falls in tropical Cancer and if it makes you good at business. Okay, so well-known, dignified, good at business, good mental constitution, dignified, artistic, beauty. Nice, we like those.
Yes, also they receive gifts of gold and silver, according to the ancient texts. So they are so valued that they are given gold and silver as a present.
So, nice. Whoever has that, I envy you.
So again, something about Castor. Castor is one of the twins in Gemini. There is a whole mythological story about every one of the stars, but it will be so long to talk about them. So, about Castor, he was one of the 2 brothers, and he was the mortal twin. The other brother in Gemini is the immortal twin. They loved each other, the 2 brothers, so much that when Castor was killed, according to the mythological story, the other brother prayed to die, even if he was immortal, just to be with his brother in the realm of Hades. So this star, especially Castor, is connected with love too, very much. Also, other qualities.
Okay, so it's also star of love. So it means
Yes,
like more like human love,
Gemini,
fraternal
the-
love.
in ancient time, Gemini was with other image.
A man and a woman.
It was described as a man and a woman holding their hands. And one of the persons here is Castor must be the woman.
Ah, so not two brothers, it's a man and a woman actually, the ancient.
There are different looks about that in the past. But
Here it is, guys. This is how they look. But in ancient times, those constellations, they were a boy and a girl that were hugging, that loved each other. The Gemini. That's why probably Gemini's, you know.
Here is the Castor with the lira. You see it with the musical instrument.
Mm-hmm. So it gives musical skills as well.
Of course.
So if you have anything at 20 Cancer, it can give those skills. What was the sidereal degree, someone asked? In
27 minutes.
20?
25 degrees and 27 minutes.
25 degrees sidereal Gemini, guys, if you're using sidereal zodiac. Okay.
So also, the mythological story says that Castor was the one who loves to drive a chariot. He was famous for that. So here we have someone who loves cars in today's world and even even speed. Also, he was known for his wrestling qualities.
Wrestling.
Wrestling is, those stars in Gemini, they are athletes. They have athletic qualities. So someone can be a boxer, can be a wrestler, can be even a soldier.
Let me just check now. Ascendant in Cancer 20.
He can be even guard in a prison, according to the ancient texts. But also acrobat.
Has that Arnold Schwarzenegger has it exactly conjunct the ascendant. Okay, what are the chances here? Very
Athlete.
well, not athletic. Yeah, Tyra Banks has it conjunct her ascendant. So look at the body she has. Cindy Crawford has it conjunct her ascendant. Another athletic constitution. And they're all well known and beautiful, connected to beauty. Wow, okay.
Yes, it's
Liv
a very
Taylor.
powerful.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just checking. It might be at your moon. It might be at your ascendant, 10th house. You know, all of those positions that we talked about. Can be a wrestler. So, I don't see wrestlers, but I've checked just the ascendant. So anyway.
You can see there are a lot of them. I know such a very powerful people, wrestlers here with that star. So also the stars also can give injuries in the head.
Ooh, okay.
Which is that side. But she has so many sides. And let's tell about the next star in this group. It is called Zubene Shamali. It is the second star in the constellation of Libra.
Zubene. I see Zubene Shamali. El Shemali? Is that the north scale?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It is on the 24th degree and 36 minutes in Libra.
This is, guys, the 19th degree in Scorpio. So it's close to Gemma, huh?
Yes, it's not far away to the projection in the ecliptic. It's around 10 degrees, I think even 8 degrees between them.
In Libra, and this one is basically...
So now you in Scorpio, in tropical Scorpio, you can find really amazing people if you have the luck.
I'm gonna share the screen so people can see it. Camera, share this. Yes. Can you see it? This is 19 Scorpio. This is in the constellation of Libra, but tropical Scorpio. Okay. So what does it do? It's the same, like artistic.
She has the same qualities, but it's a little bit not so bright as the first two. But still, it is a powerful star.
Mm-hmm.
A star of artists.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we have to talk a little bit more about this group. Most of the good qualities of these stars are given when someone is born in the day.
Guys, it becomes more powerful if you are born when there is daylight, before sunset and after sunrise. Okay.
It is because Jupiter is one of the day planets.
Yes.
According to the understanding of ancient astrologers. And if someone is born in the night, the star will give slightly different results. Mm-hmm. Or at least it can give with not only the good results, but only some others.
Okay.
So, in the night, those stars can give such qualities. Someone who pretends to have wisdom, but in reality he has no. Someone who is boastful, but also someone who has studied much, who is hypocritical, who is erudite, who has good memory, who is didactic, and also his desires will be pure. They say so.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Hillary Clinton has that Mercury exactly at one of those degrees, and she's born at night. What does it mean? That she's hypocritical with her. She pretends to have knowledge in her communication.
The description?
Sorry?
You already heard the description, I say.
Yeah, and we have Kim Kardashian, who has Mercury. And remember what we said? Because these stars are of the nature of Mercury and Jupiter. If you happen to have either Mercury and Jupiter there, they will intensify the qualities of, artistic, art, beauty. But if you're born during night, it might be a bit more pretentious. So they say Kim Kardashian has her Mercury there, for example, born at night.
Yes.
While Anne Hathaway has her Mercury there, but she's born during the day. So it gives really good artistic, creative abilities, intensifies the qualities of those stars. Okay. So Beyonce has her moon conjunct Zubene. That's very artistic, very creative. Even though it's below the horizon though, but still seems to be a good artist. Katy Perry has her moon conjunct one of those planets as well, one of those stars.
I see that. Yes, Okay, okay.
Yeah. Nelson
I saw
is moon.
that Beyonce has also speaker on her ascendant.
Who?
It was 2 degrees. Whatever.
Yeah. And look at that. Nelson Mandela, Mark Zuckerberg has the moon there, huh? Nice. At the star, exactly at the star Zubene, which gives creative skills, quality, all those skills again that we talked about. Okay. So these are, we passed those stars. Someone was asking, what if you have Saturn or the other planets there?
I see. The ancient authors doesn't say nothing about it. At least in the manuscripts that survived and are translated until now. So, but I will think that when Saturn is there, it will turn the situation in bad direction. Usually, when Saturn is in conjunction with a star, it limits her power and its usual qualities.
Yeah. Yes, because Saturn has the limiting influence. Okay. So the next one?
Yes, but Saturn himself will become stronger, so it will be a good position for work and business. After all.
Okay, so if your work is somehow connected with such kind of qualities, it can strengthen it.
Yes.
Okay. So the next one is?
Now, someone have twin girls with this ascendant. Okay, they can be quite artistic. So the next group of stars. These are the stars of power, and their nature is Jupiter and Mars.
These are leaders, the leadership star. Is that how they were called?
Yes, this is the star of leaders and kings and generals.
I would say nowadays probably business owners, people that inspire others, that lead others.
These are people who are in command positions, who are powerful people, leaders, generals, controlling people. They are independent, they are effective, they're fond of intrigues.
What?
They have a lot of intrigue in their lives.
Intrigue.
Intrigue, yes, exactly. So, manly people, especially when they are men, of course, they are winning.
Winners.
They are honor.
Must be Charlie Sheen. Winning. Winners.
They have a lot of wealth and money.
It also brings wealth. Okay. These stars bring wealth.
But sometimes they do not have good end. Of course, with so much power. And because of the nature.
They don't have a good end.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. If they take, basically, when you're given such power, if you misuse it, the universe can really kind of sanction you. And I understand if you're given such powerful leadership skills and you use them for personal gains or not to help everyone, I guess they come with a heavy responsibilities if you don't use it for higher purpose in some way.
Yeah. So also they love hunting.
Hunting?
Of course, this was true. Hunting, yes. This was true in the past, but today also some of the powerful men love to hunt.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. They start from very young, they teach them.
Yes.
It's
so also those
like politicians, they all organize those hunting outings. It's very common for them to do that. Anyway, so these are the leaders.
So they love horses, and today this can mean that they love cars. and they are owners of big animals, quadrupeds. So it can be connected with husbandry.
Lions. Maybe it means they have lots of cars nowadays.
Yes, for instance. So on the most powerful star from this is the star Regulus.
Regular.
It is the brightest stars in constellation of Leo. It is posited in 5 degree and 3 minutes in the constellation of Leo.
In tropical zodiac, guys, this is 29 degrees 30 almost in
Again, Leo.
Yeah. So 29 30 Leo tropical. The heart of the lion. Let me
One of the reasons why some star is powerful is that she will be bright, but also to be close to the path of the sun, the ecliptic. And,
This is the
this is the case here. This star is very bright and it is close to the path of the sun.
So it's one of the most powerful, important stars, isn't it? Because it's so close to the ecliptic, basically where the planets and the sun are moving.
Yes, a lot of emperors and kings has this star, rising or culminating.
Let me give you a few. I wrote down a few very people that are not only wealthy, but they're also leaders of some sort. Where did I put it? Well, one of them is for sure, already Donald Trump has that, conjunct his ascendant. I didn't write down those.
About Donald Trump, he has this star right on his ascendant, and Mars is also very near this star, which makes the star 10 times stronger than usual for him.
Mars, because Mars is one of the stars that rules. Those stars have the quality of Mars and Jupiter. So if you happen to have Jupiter or Mars on the 29 degree tropical Leo, and let me just see advanced position. I'm just checking very quickly a few people that might have that. Bill Clinton, his son is close to there as well. Coco Chanel, we're looking at some other people. I'm check. This is the sun. I'll check. Louis, the King of France, so that's a kingly position, has it. The moon, if we check there, let's see which other people might have it. I don't know some of those people. Margaret Thatcher has it conjunct the moon. What a leader. Churchill has it conjunct his moon. What else can we say? Such powerful leaders have this star there, either the moon or the ascendant. Let me check ascendant. But yeah, carry on. Sorry for interrupting you. I was just showing people here.
See?
Donald Trump conjunct the ascendant. Uma Thurman. Wow. We're just looking for more relevant people, but definitely it brings them wealth and it brings them leadership. Martin Scorsese, director. What is a director? He's like a leader. He tells you what to do, isn't it? King, general. Yogananda has this on his ascendant. What would you say? He's like a spiritual leader, huh?
Something more about him later.
Okay.
So, this is the first star of the list with Jupiter and Mars nature.
Mm-hmm.
But there are others.
What are the others?
The 4 stars of ancient Persia, which are called royal stars. So the one we already met, it was Fomalhaut.
Oh, Fomalhaut also gives leaders.
It's a royal star, but it's also star of priests.
Star of priests.
The royal star, for instance. The first priest in the hierarchy, archpriest. So, the next star in Jupiter-Mars nature stars is the star Antares. It is the heart of Scorpio. and it is posited exactly in the middle of Scorpio, in 14 degrees and 59 minutes.
I think that's 9 Scorpio. Is it 9 Sagittarius, isn't it? In tropical.
Yes.
So guys, you know what? Saturn is exactly conjunct for the last 1 month. Actually, for 2 months almost. Saturn and Mars. Saturn in particular is conjunct the star Antares. By the way.
Especially connected with the military, with generals and military leaders. And they have a bad time now in one of the adjacent countries to Bulgaria here. This is Turkey. Many generals and military are arrested and so on right now because Saturn is with this star.
And Mars is coming to join it, yeah.
Yes.
But if you have this, I know quite a few people that all my best friends have Antares conjunct their ascendant. And they're strong people. They're very strategic. They're kind of hidden as well. They have very strategic thinking, and they're very kind of like, like almost like playing pawns on a chessmate. It's funny how they plan their interactions with people and their next move almost, It's kind of, I've noticed that. And they have very powerful charismatic influence. When they talk, people listen to them for some reason. The ones with the Antares, strong. And they don't have to talk loud for people to listen to them. It's this leadership ability that they have for some reason.
So, the question here about Rahu and Ketu on the fixed stars, of course, this can be important, but it is not mentioned, maybe intentionally, in the old texts. So, Antares it can be even a dangerous star. For instance, we talk about Turkey and the problems of the military there, but the ruler of this country now has his moon in exact conjunction with Antares, and also Mars is conjunct with his moon and the star Antares.
Currently?
No,
Sorry?
this is his natal chart.
Who is that?
Erdogan,
the Turkish president. So that's kind of, it can create violence as well and danger, even though it gives leadership abilities, a powerful leader, but it can create some danger as well, because it's a violent star, isn't it? A bit of a violent.
Yes, it is. So this star is so powerful, and in his chart is in conjunction with the moon, and with Mars it becomes 10 or even more times stronger. So that he is such a leader, and
if you happen to have Antares with Jupiter over Mars, it becomes 10 times stronger.
Yes.
I'm just reminding people, that it has the nature of Jupiter and Mars. I've just switched off my camera, guys, because the bandwidth is going a bit slow. So I don't want to take from it. I was advised by the software to switch off the camera for a little bit till the bandwidth increases. Okay, so Antares makes leaders. Someone says, I have it conjunct my sun and the 4th house cusp. Maybe you'll be a leader and have your own business or something in the second part of your life, isn't it? That's what can mean.
Okay. So, if this star is on the descendant,
on the 7th house,
text, yes, that this can give inheritance from females and fortune. But if it is a female chart, that this woman maybe will not live long.
Don't say that. You mean if it's in the chart?
We have to say such things sometimes. So, Antares.
So if you're a woman and you have Antares on the 7th house, because you might not live long.
It is possible. They say Antares is setting in that position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, it is not absolutely necessary to be so. they say that this can be so.
It can be so. Okay. So Regulus.
So, Antares star. Part of the name is Ares, which is the ancient Greek name for Mars.
Okay. Where is it?
It is in the middle of Scorpio. So another star of that group is the star Sirius, at least according to the ancient.
I can't find the
But-
star Ares, to be honest.
Antares.
Antares. You said Antares. Okay. That's, yeah, 9 Sagittarius, sorry. So Antares, and the next one is?
The next star is Sirius.
Okay.
But you know, the nature of the star is connected with its color, and they say that the color of Sirius has changed to some extent through the centuries. And she was a red star, and today she has a more whitish color.
Sirius, guys, is at 14 Cancer.
There is some dispute here about Sirius, because ancient texts show that Sirius is in the other part of the sky. There is some misunderstanding, maybe, from the ancient time until now. But today,
It's color.
today, the star Sirius of today, it is more spiritual star.
Oh, okay. So it has more spiritual, I would say spiritual leadership almost, kind of.
In fact, it's one of the most powerful spiritual stars, because, for instance, one of the legendary mystics and spiritual teachers here in Bulgaria, and it is important for whole the world,
Or humanity.
Peter Dam, the star culminating, or let's see, no, it was on his ascendant.
No, the ascendant is in, it's on the midheaven, on the 10th house cusp of him, and very close to his sun.
That was the case. Okay.
Spiritual
It was
leader,
culminating.
the 14th Dalai Lama, current one, has it conjunct his sun as well. So, and kind of Einstein has it conjunct his ascendant. Kind of spiritual insights there, you know.
Sirius is a spiritual star, but in the past it was a warrior star.
Yeah. Nowadays, Sai Baba has it conjunct his moon. John Rockefeller has it conjunct his sun as well. Hugo Chavez, leadership, has it conjunct his moon. Roosevelt has it conjunct his moon. Roosevelt, the president. So again, leadership here we see. And interestingly enough, the Day of Independence of America happened exactly when the sun was conjunct Sirius. So that's kind of a star of independence as well, liberation.
Let's say, they asked me about the serial position of Sirius. It is 19 degrees and 17 minutes in Gemini. This is the projection.
That's the sidereal.
Constellation.
And it's in 14 tropical Cancer. 14 degrees tropical Cancer, if you're looking at tropical chart. And in sidereal is Gemini. Okay.
So Lauren asks that Antares squares its moon. Don't worry about it. The conjunctions are important.
Yeah.
So, in one of the ancient texts, they say that Sirius is posited in other place, so maybe there is some mistake here. But today's Sirius, as we knew it, is a spiritual star.
It's more spiritual today. Yeah, as you said, Dalai Lama and so many people have it. Here it is. Okay.
In fact, this is the brightest star in the sky. So its influence on spiritual level will be also according to this.
And by the way, Trifon has it conjunct his ascendant. So we have a spiritual leader here, guys. Spiritual knowledge.
Not, but maybe something came to me through that star.
Maybe all this knowledge, exactly.
So, Sirius is the brightest star. We have other stars in this group. We have here more stars. Next star in this group is the star Menkaliman.
Menkaliman.
Auriga. It is projected on the 5th degree and 7 minutes in Gemini.
Menkaliman, guys, it's in tropical zodiac is the 29th degree in Gemini. I'm just gonna go to Menkaliman.
So Menkaliman is part of the Auriga constellation. It is projected in the beginning of Gemini. It's not so powerful as Regulus and Antares, which are royal stars, but it can give leadership too.
Well, look who has Menkaliman conjunct his moon. Osama bin Laden. Gorbachev has it. Silvio Berlusconi, the Italian long-term president, has it on his 10th house cusp. Winston Churchill has it conjunct his 10th house cusp, the midheaven. Fidel Castro has it conjunct his ascendant. So it definitely gives leadership skills. So many people. Yeah. Gorbachev has it on his midheaven. And Sharon Osbourne has it on her moon. She's a bit of a general, isn't she? In her family as well.
Yes, she is. So, the last star, the last brightest star in this group is the star Altair.
Oh.
It is from the constellation Aquila, the eagle. It is projected on the 7th degree and 0 minutes in Capricorn.
This is 2 Aquarius tropical. Altair 2 tropical Aquarius. That's my ascendant. Oh.
You must have leadership qualities. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Poor ones, but Altair. Altair 2. Yeah, Altair is the eagle, isn't it? It's the constellation of the eagle. Let me just find it.
In Latin.
Where is it? Altair. Yeah, I'll show you guys. Here it is. Altair. There it is. Around 1-2 degrees in tropical Aquarius. It's a constellation that is like a dove, like an eagle, basically. And it's kind of also connected to freedom, isn't it? Because the eagle is the symbol of freedom and power. Eagle is the symbol of America. And it's a powerful nation again. It's leadership nation of the States.
Yes, this eagle in the skies has a lot of stories about it. It is connected with the higher powers too. This eagle. The eagle, it was an animal of Jupiter in the ancient religion.
Okay, so if you happen to have your Jupiter at this degree, or your Mars, it becomes 10 times stronger, as they say as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have those stars: Regulus, Fomalhaut, which can be a priest as a more spiritual nature. Antares is a leadership star. Sirius is leadership and spiritual star as well. Menkaliman is leader. Altair is leader as well. And Altair also is connected to the higher powers.
So, and also other ancient texts say that the star Arctur is in this group.
Arctur.
Arctur, yes. It is posited now in the as a projection in the last degree of Virgo, but in fact it's a star from the constellation of Bootes.
So let me try to find it.
Brightest stars in the sky, and it can give definitely success and leadership qualities.
Arcturus, here it is, guys. It's very close to Spicar, basically, when projected to the ecliptic, isn't it?
It is only via projection to be close, but in fact it is very high in the sky and in different part of the heavens than the Spica. They have a big distance between them.
Yeah, here it is. This is what it shows. But when it's projected on the ecliptic in the tropical zodiac, it's around 24 degrees in Libra. So that's another leadership star. There you go. It's in here somewhere. 24 Libra currently. So it also it does the same. It gives you leadership skills.
Yes. And also success and wealth.
Oh, success and wealth. This star as well gives wealth.
Yes. I will give you an example. Someone who is not a powerful leader, but is very well remembered for other things. It is Carl Gustav Jung, the famous psychologist. So he has Venus in conjunction with Castor, and remember that in such a way, Castor becomes 10 times stronger. Star of intellectual prowess.
Yeah.
Also, Jupiter is in conjunction with
Is in conjunction with Arcturus.
With Arcturus,
yes. My God, Hitler also has it conjunct his ascendant, if that's his time of birth. But Mahatma Gandhi has it conjunct his ascendant. Gandhi, wow, leader, obviously.
Yes.
Charles de Gaulle, the French president, has it conjunct his ascendant. Wealth, success.
So I heard strange. It is because you with the settings.
Sorry?
I hear strange echo.
You hear? Sorry, I can't hear. It's interrupting.
Do you hear me?
I'll stop my camera for a little bit. Hopefully it will be better.
Yes, do it.
Okay. So you're saying that Gino says, if the stars are retrograde, does it also mean they're stronger? You cannot have retrograde stars. You can only have retrograde planets in the birth chart. So if a retrograde planet of yours is conjunct one of those stars, probably that's what she means.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have, these are the leadership stars. They're Regulus, Antares, Sirius, Mancaliman, Altair, and Arcturus. Arcturus also gives success and wealth. It's a lucky star.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the stars.
Mm-hmm.
So now we can talk about the next but I still echo here. Do you? Or it's only here?
I'm trying to see if someone is unmuted. Maybe that's why. No,
Okay.
it's pretty bad echo at the echo. Let me try and get some earplugs myself. Just a second.
So how is now? See? Still there is echo.
Okay, let me check something. Hello? Is there an echo now?
Let's see. No, now there is not echo.
Okay, so
Now
it was from me. I have now this. Okay, I have now. Okay.
Okay, now it's okay. So, let's go. The next group of stars. It is the stars of wealth.
Yeah, wealth stars. They had the Jupiter-Saturn nature, didn't they?
Yes, you are right. According to the ancient texts of Hermes and astrologers from the past centuries, Jupiter and Saturn are giving the stars of wealth as a nature. The first star of this group is the star Rigel.
Rigel. Let's find in tropical degrees what it is.
It is in the constellation of Orion, and it is projected in the 22nd degree and 2 minutes in Taurus.
That means it's in Gemini sidereal. Rigel, here we go. 16, 17 Gemini. Tropical. But of course it's wealth because it comes from the constellation of Taurus, which is about wealth.
Not only because of that, it is because of the
nature
influence of Saturn and Jupiter, because of the nature.
Yeah.
Because when Saturn and Jupiter combine, Saturn becomes stronger and the material too. And in this way, they say about those stars this, that they have many belongings and properties, wealth, and they have wealth in different places and different cities. They are connected with farming and with construction, with husbandry. Very rich persons. They say that if the moon is in conjunction with one of those stars, and in this way it is in conjunction with the ascendant or with midheaven, then these people, they will have good habits. They will respect the elders, their parents, and they will be noble and generous. Otherwise, maybe they will be not so.
Noble and generous.
Yes, if the moon is in conjunction with that star. Or
with Regulus or with Rigel or any of those stars?
Yes, with any of those.
Okay, the moon especially in conjunction with any of those stars.
And especially when that conjunction of the moon with the star is posited on the ascendant or in midheaven. So wow. the other stars here are the star Alnilam, which is again from the constellation of Orion, and this star is projected on the 28 degrees and 40 minutes in Taurus.
The name is
Alnilam.
Alnilam. Alnilam. Is there another name? Alnilam. Ain, I see. I can't find Alnilam. Here it is. 23 Gemini. Here it is, guys. Alnilam. Alnilam. Which is 23, yes. 24 Gemini. Okay, another 12th star. It comes from Orion again. So if you happen to have the Jupiter or Saturn as well, you know, this is powerful.
Jupiter or Saturn, you can expect good fortune.
Or the moon, the ascendant, the 10th house cusp. Alnilam, another 12th star. Perfect. Okay, the next one.
I see a question here. What about if someone has regal? I don't know what you mean by having this regal, but when
Have
you
it
have
where?
it in exact conjunction, for instance, with the sun, with the moon,
Yeah.
then you become a wealthy person. If you are, then your father or your husband can become rich too.
Jennifer says, I have Aliman on my ascendant. Well, it's a 23rd degree. Your ascendant is a 29 Gemini. So your ascendant is more connected to Men Kaliman than to this 12th star, isn't it? At the 29 degree in Gemini in tropical. The 10th house cusp is the midheaven, yeah? That's powerful, Kalinka.
They are most powerful when they are in 1 degree orb.
Yeah. They're most
then
powerful.
they will do what they can.
Mm-hmm.
So next star of this group. It is the star Algol. In Arabic, Algol, the evil ghost, so to say.
Evil ghost. So it brings you wealth, but it also, here it is. It's at 26 Taurus.
You see here they say the demon star, and so on and so on. In fact, it's connected. In the ancient times, they believed that this star is the head of Gorgona Medusa from the ancient myths. She can stone people with one look of her eyes. So, according to some, it can be a bad star, as you can see. I think it's connected with the sword of Perseus in some way, which means it is connected with battles. The ancient Arabs, I think, never begin a battle before seeing how is posited this star, or at least they say so. But in fact, in those manuscripts that we are talking about, they don't say anything about it, except that Algol is a star of wealth.
Nice.
So anyone who has this star can expect to be richer than the others.
Well, I have it on the cusp of the 4th house, a 26 Taurus. Tropical, it means I'll be a rich granny.
Yes, you will be better in old age.
Yeah, great. Wonderful. I like that. And I will probably die in battle. Anyway. Okay. Kalinka asks, it's located 26 Taurus tropical. You can give the sidereal position is, what was it?
I forgot to tell this. It is part of the constellation of Perseus, and it is positioned on the 1st degree and 23 minutes in Taurus. This is the projection from Perseus to the ecliptic.
Okay, in sidereal 1 degree. They say also because it corresponds where the constellation of Aries and Taurus finish. So the Aries symbolizes the head and Taurus is the neck. That's why there is a mythology that actually this is where the head of Gorgona was cut, isn't it? It's kind of Aries rules the head, Taurus the rest of the body. But anyway, that's a different topic. Oh, someone says I have Jupiter 26 Taurus. Well, good. Maybe the house where Jupiter is can become a source of wealth of some sort.
Yes, this star will be 10 times stronger for you.
Especially if Jupiter is conjunct an angle, if it's close to the midheaven, the 7th house cusp, the ascendant, or the 4th house cusp. So, oh yeah. Well, if your daughter has it, it seems that yeah, and it's Saturn. It's of a Saturn nature, so this is as indication of possibility of wealth. Okay, so we have Regal, Aliman, Algol.
So a lot of questions I see here, but the website tells me that I will have to switch for a better internet connection.
To what?
Probably it is better to do it. To switch my camera off.
Okay, I'll have my camera on now, so you can switch it off if you want, and later try it again. Okay.
Yes. So I'm here, of course. So then the next star in this group of wealthy stars is the star Rukbat.
Rukbat.
It is in the constellation of Sagittarius. It is the brightest star there. And it is posited on the 21st degrees and 51 minutes in Sagittarius.
Okay, that's constellation. This will be Capricorn tropical zodiac for those of you. And Rukbat is at 17 Capricorn, 16 degrees Capricorn. In tropical zodiac, guys, I've shared the screen. Here it is, Rukbat. It shows the constellation of Sagittarius, but it's the tropical Capricorn.
So the projection is near the projection of Vega, but a degree and something apart. So,
yeah, Vega is, where was Vega? Vega is at, here it is, my notes.
1 degree projection.
Yeah, Vega is at 15. At 15 Capricorn, which is more spiritual, musical. Rukbat is at 16, 17 degrees Capricorn tropical. So within that, okay.
Now you understand that you really need a very correct time of birth to know which of the stars is important. So,
yeah.
Apart from giving wealth, Rukbat gives also love for animals and birds. And some of the people with that star, they love horses. They even have their own big animals, and so on and so on. They even can make business with that.
Oh, can make business through animals.
Yes,
did you say?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Business with animals. With that star. So. So yes, the stars have to be in 1 degree orb to be with very strong influence.
Yeah. Okay, so Rukbat, we have so far Rigel, Al-Liman, Algo, Rukbat. For wealth.
Yes.
Someone is asking, Jennifer is asking if she has Mars in Capricorn. At that degree, at the degree of Rukbat.
I see. Okay. This is probably not so good influence about wealth. But maybe someone who represents Mars in her life can be a wealthy person.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, a brother or a son.
Oh, she can have a son that's wealthy. Okay. What if Mars rules, for example, your ascendant? Wouldn't it be more towards also giving you personal wealth?
Yes, but also I think you will be prone to lose some of this.
Yeah, because it's Mars.
Too.
Yeah.
Yes, Mars is a different planet. So.
Okay.
The last star in this group, it is the star Capella.
Oh,
It is the brightest star constellation of Auriga, the Chariot, and it is projected on 27th degrees and 4 minutes in Taurus, in Sidereal Zodiac.
That would mean
So it's a very bright star.
Capella is
It is
21 Gemini. Here it is,
It is
guys.
mythologically connected to the goat that take cares about Zeus when he was young.
Here it is. We see the goat here. Can you see, guys? Capella.
Yes, you can see the goat. The idea here is that it gives eternally.
Eternally.
Yes,
So
because
they'll
it's a
have
star, it's eternal.
wealth. It's like a stable wealth.
Yes. So, this star also can give love for driving because the constellation is Chariot. So, kind of drivers, mechanics can be here. People with such inclinations.
Love for driving, mechanics.
But in fact, it's one of the strongest stars for giving wealth.
What Capella is one of the strongest stars. Wow.
Yes, one of the strongest, according to my experience. In that direction.
Okay. So you can repeat again the stars while I'm looking for rich people with Capella.
So again, the stars of Wealth are Rigel, Aunilam, Algol, Rukbat, and Capella.
Wonderful. I see quite a few wealthy people there.
Probably it will be not so easy to find their charts of such.
No,
of
I'm
so
looking at AstroTheme. At AstroTheme, you can look for Prince Albert has it conjunct his ascendant, guys. J.K. Rowling has Capella conjunct her ascendant. My God, isn't she the wealthiest woman in the world? Ricky Martin as well. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Henry Kissinger must be rich people. But I just looked at the ascendant. You have to look at the part of fortune at the first, at the seventh house, and all those other positions that we mentioned. And if it's within 1 degree, this is like the dog's bollocks. Sorry?
You can find with the moon conjunction with the stars will be better.
Yeah, I think I checked earlier before that. Oh, anyway, everyone can check after that from AstroTheme. You can go to astrology search criteria, and you can do what I'm doing to check all those people, because there's so many with these powerful stars. And you can put, like, say, if you want to see the sun in Gemini at 21 degrees, as we said, 21, 22. And I put precision within 3 degrees. So I run the test, and then we have Johnny Depp, who has it. Donald Trump, look at that. The star of wealth is conjunct his sun. Natalie Portman, don't know who those other people are, but Johnny Halliway. Okay, but the first ones that popped out were, those.
We have some charts of women who are married to millionaires, and they have Capella on the cusp of the 7th house.
Oh, let me check, for example. So it means that we have ascendant at Sagittarius.
And let's say that Bill Gates, one of the richest persons in the world, he has the star Aunilam on the eastern horizon rising when he was born.
On the ascendant.
On the ascendant, but with other kind of projection. So, right on the horizon, the star were rising. the star only one. So you can be sure they work.
Yeah. Bill Gates has Alnilam conjunct his first house, his ascendant. Nice.
Exactly.
Okay, the next group of stars.
So maybe you become a little bit tired about so many stars to hear about, but we have only one star in the next group.
Okay.
There can be some kind of discussion about this. So the group is named with the nature of Mars, only Mars, not with other planets. And here we have the star Pollux. So Pollux,
Oh,
it is
okay.
positive.
Pollux.
Yes, Pollux. In Gemini in 28 degree and 25 minutes.
That's
It is
23
part,
degrees
it is the other,
Cancer.
this is the other twin, the brother of Castor.
Pollux 23. Cancer. Tropical. That's an
I told
angry
you he
star.
was renowned. So he was a renowned fighter, and he is a warrior in every respect, and especially if the birth was at night. Because maybe you know that Mars is a night planet, and everything
Birth
in
at
connection
night.
with him works better in the night births.
So these are warrior people. It's interesting. My father has his ascendant exactly conjunct, and his Mars conjunct this star Pollux, and he was a political leader in Bulgaria who organized strikes. So he was rallying people. He was blocking the streets, putting down presidents, like leader, like in a military way almost. You know, he was blocking roads with protests, shutting down factories. Very military, powerful kind of warring energy in my dad. And now that he's at home and not working on the big scene, he's kind of being a military leader at home, so bossing everyone around and having huge anger issues, by the way, as well. So just giving you a quick look.
Whatever. Pollux gives fighters, warriors. He was the divine, the son of Zeus, and he was the one who wishes to die, to reject his immortality, only to go with his dead brother in the realm of Hades.
Uh-huh.
So he has such qualities of brothership, of love. Also, but also this is a dangerous star. It is even more dangerous than Mars. It can give injuries. It can give even deaths, killings, and every such things.
Let me tell you who has Pollux. Jeffrey Dahmer, the serial killer, who has it conjunct his midheaven. Here I wrote it even, midheaven Pollux, 23 Cancer, Jeffrey Dahmer. So for some people it can be quite difficult, but The Rock, he's a wrestler, you know, The Rock is also conjunct his midheaven. So maybe The Rock was born during the night.
This star is good in the night, and it is bad in the day.
Okay,
But
so if you're born during the night, possibly The Rock is. Jean-Claude Van Damme has it, conjunct his midheaven, the 10 house cast. But Jeffrey Dahmer, who killed the college girls, has it as well on the midheaven. Interesting. It's kind of all the three people that I took out were kind of connected with fighting or physical strength as well, but on the negative level with, you know, with violence.
violence.
Mm.
Yes.
So lines,
Also,
violence, especially during the day.
the ancient says also about this star that it makes people to be mariners, sea captains, travelers, kind of fishermen, like for instance, like in maybe ocean, Sensible
Fisherman.
fish.
Oh, okay.
Traders, businessmen, of course, with these qualities, and it can give injuries in the head, as castor does.
So Heather, be careful for injuries in the head, but you can be a trader and a businesswoman. So.
Yeah. So in the day, Pollux gives deceivers, criminals. Sometimes it can give if there are not relieving influences. So don't be
What would be
scared.
a
But
relieving influence? What would be a relieving influence?
if you see that someone has Pollux on an angle and it was born in the day, and for instance Mars is also present there, then this can be very dangerous person at times. He can have great anger that he can't control, for instance.
I've seen it even for people born at night. But they usually tend to use it for really good things, this anger, until they don't. Anyway, yeah.
The night birds with Pollux are more like warriors.
Warriors.
They again kill for a cause, so to say.
Sorry?
They can be bad, but for a cause.
Okay.
For a reason.
For the right cause, yeah. Okay. Okay, the next one.
Well, I see one of the comments here. So, this is about
Someone says
Pollux.
Pollux is conjunct my Mercury and Mars, and I was born in the AM, the 10th house. Well, you can travel the world, and you can, you know.
Yes, you have to be careful when you have some directions connected with Pollux for accidents, for instance. Because Mars with Pollux, you are a woman, and this can mean that someone who is representing Mars, like a young man or lover or brother, and so on, people who are connected with Mars, can bring some anger and injuries in your life at some point. So, this is the comment here. Now we will talk about the next group of stars. Oh, but first I forgot just to mention that some authors before 2-3 centuries said that also the star Aldebaran, which is posited right in the middle of Taurus, is with the nature of Mars, and only Mars. But you will see that this is not the opinion of the really ancient authors. Yeah. But whatever, keep this in mind, that Aldebaran also can have such behavior sometimes.
That's like 11 degrees Gemini, but anyway, we'll get to it a bit later.
So, now we'll talk about the intellectual stars. So,
was Aldebaran also a wealth star, or was it a luck star? Which group was it? Because we haven't talked about it yet. And it's such a powerful star, Aldebaran.
She has his own group, and it will come in the end. It will come in the end.
Okay.
Here we will talk about the stars with the nature of Mercury and Mars this time. Not only Mars, but Mercury and Mars. So, these are intellectual stars.
Intellectual stars, okay.
Yes, we call it this way. So, again, there is a difference between the night and day birds. When someone is born at night, then the energy of Mars can be channeled in a good way, of course. Now you can see how the ancients think and analyze about the stars in connection with the planets with their nature as a kind of rulers, because when certain star with nature of Mercury and Mars is prominent in a night bird, when Mars is night planet, then this star will give its good side. But when it is in a day bird, when Mars is in different circumstances, not his own, then he will give more anger and violence and so on. The bad side of the star.
Mm-hmm. More the negative.
So there are differences. So the stars of intellectual prowess. The first of them is the star Bellatrix.
Ah, wasn't that from Harry Potter? Bellatrix was like the witch that.
Maybe.
Yeah, Bellatrix. We're writing down.
Bellatrix is part of the constellation of Orion. It is projected in the 26th degree and 9 minutes in Taurus, very near the projection of the star Capella, but in reality it is far from this star. So,
okay. It's around 20 Gemini.
Yes, you can see here the warrior, the Amazon star, and so on. So I will tell you something. Bellatrix is in exact conjunction with the part of fortune of Maria Montessori, which is a kind of really woman warrior and intellectual figure of the past. She make significant changes in the
educational system,
education world. So, what the stars give? So these people, according to the ancient texts, who has those stars of Mercury and Mars, they are good at command. They are very, very clever, wondrously clever. They are active, wondrously clever, yes. They are active, they are eloquent, they are versatile, they are shrill-voiced.
Shrewd. Should be good businessmen, huh? Such people, very clever.
Deceivers, remember that? So
they can be
why
deceivers.
Mercury and Mars formed a combination which gives us a formula on Arabic part, which is connected with really with lies and deceiving. And this is said here.
So they can do well in the nowadays world. In business, they can do really well. Shrewd, clever. Maybe lots of bankers have those Mercury, Mars. So propaganda people, people in marketing and advertising, that kind of cleverly deceiving people. You know, for products.
They are smartest people, so they can be deceivers too. So they cannot be seduced. But it is said that they are keen and insatiable in their desires.
Insatiable.
Insatiable, yes.
In desires. Insatiable desires.
They say that they are corruptors of children and virgins, and that they are forsworn.
Or they're direct.
Yes. Forsworn. So,
yeah. They are forthwith. But that's not only for Bellatrix, it's for all the stars, isn't it?
For all the stars of the group.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned all the others. So
we will do it.
Okay, yeah, so Bellatrix. Very clever, those people. 2021 tropical Gemini. And you said like we can check also latitude. You have to tell us again how to check the latitude, because now we're checking only the longitude here, isn't it? The parallels.
Yes.
One, it's a parallel, because I want to check as well, because this is just one way to check with your planets through the degrees. There is another way with parallels, but we'll talk about that again.
This requires special calculations. It can be done with the program of Rumenkolev, for instance. So anyone who is really concerned about the stars, he can try to find more information about that program.
Placidus.
And yes, but there are also other ways to do so. So you must look at the declination of the star and the moon, for instance, and if they are near, you can see that this is the same latitude.
Even if they're in different signs, say the moon can be at 5 Libra, but declination of 12 degrees. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
And then if the declination of the star is also 12 degrees, it's like a conjunction.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Well, that's more complex astrology, guys. That's for yeah.
So that description that I give now about the star, Bellatrix and the others, is for the night bird.
Night bird, shrewd, say, okay, versatile, wondrously intelligent and clever.
And so on. Good at command, good Martian side, but strong desires. But see now what comes here when we have a day bird. So the people become daring, coarse.
Daring.
Yes, daring, coarse, regretful, liars, thieves, godless, unfriendly, impostors, insolent, murderers, forgers, cheats, homicides. So
yeah, no one speak. No one say that.
But it can happen even now, of course, with those positions. So let's see what are the other stars in this group.
Yeah.
There are some of them. So the next star here is Procyon. It is the brightest star is in Canis Minoris. It is positioned in the first degree and 0 minutes in Cancer.
Here it is 25-26 Cancer tropical. Canis, Porcium. Here it is. You can see it here. You can see the degrees in tropical. And if you're born 100 years ago, it was a 24 degrees Cancer. In the year 2000, they move 1 degree approximately every 100 years according to tropical zodiac. But in sidereal, it's the first degree of sidereal Cancer. Of Cancer.
Yes. So, there are more information about Procyon. So, people with prominent Procyon can work with gold.
With gold?
As goldsmiths. They can be, but also they can be guards in a vineyard or maybe nightclubs.
Guards, bodyguards.
Yeah, actors, but also drunkards.
Drunkards.
Yes, sexual perverts. They can meet with others and to intend evil deeds. They can have a lot of conflicts. They like conflicts. Yeah. And ancient texts said that when Mars and Procyon are in conjunction on the ascendant, they can have public death.
I don't know if people
When,
want to hear that and learn that.
when Saturn
Yeah.
is in conjunction with that on the ascendant, there can be that in the water or from water.
Well, Richard Gere having his Ashton Kutcher, his Mars. Stephen King, he writes about gory stuff, kind of. But they're actors as well. It says they can be actors. Stephen King was a drunkard, but then he stopped drinking.
There are two stars. Remember
Oh,
that.
look at
These
that!
people are
Gaddafi has Mars there.
oh, so his conjunction is 10 times stronger than the others when Mars is
Wow.
there.
Interesting. Okay, bodyguards and stuff. But still, it makes you
So he has
a highly intelligent
Yeah.
portion, doesn't it? It's one of those very shrewd stars, very intelligent.
stop. Gaddafi has Mars with Procyon,
Yeah.
and you see here that the ancient texts say public death, and the death of Gaddafi was on all televisions, even almost they see it on the televisions.
Wow.
So it's literally true, the ancient texts in this case. So
Yeah. Interesting.
you can see
Yeah.
now the power of ancient with that example.
But look, guys, there are others with, say, the moon there, and they're apparently very clever people. I don't see them having, Roman Polanski was a bit of a pedophile, but he has his moon there. But the others are quite okay, Harrison Ford, and, there's not so many. Julio Iglesias.
They can be actors, as the description says, with Procyon.
Yes, they can be actors, you're right.
Yes.
Yes, okay. But still very clever, intelligent people. Procyon, Bellatrix. What is the next one?
The next star of this kind is the star Alpheratz, which is the brightest star in the constellation of Andromeda. It is posited on 19 degrees and 31 minutes in Pisces. So they say about those stars that sometimes, like the other kind of Jupiter and Mars, those people doesn't have good end. Sometimes.
Alpheratz, it's 14 Aries in tropical zodiac. Alpheratz.
Yes. The other star here, and she is a bright star, is the star Betelgeuse.
Betelgeuse.
Almost there.
Betelgeuse.
Which means, I think, from Arabic, the shoulder of the giant, is the brightest star in Orion. She is
Right.
3 degrees and 58 minutes in Gemini.
This is, guys, 28 Gemini, close to Menkaliman on the projection.
So it's a powerful star. It can give leaders too, apart from being very smart. And in the Vedic tradition, Betelgeuse is associated with Rudra, the old form of Shiva, the god of destruction.
The god of destruction, yeah.
Destruction, but also you can say the god of showing the true nature of the world by destroying the things. It is a star which is almost to become nova, but no one knows exactly when this will happen. But it must be soon, relatively soon. This can mean a couple of thousands of years, of course.
relatively soon. Within 2,000 years, guys, we can see a huge Betelgeuse bursting, so it will be as bright as the moon in the sky for a few days, isn't it? That's what happens when a star... It has become a nova, but its light takes a few 100,000 years to travel to us, so by the time it reaches us, it probably happened already quite a long time ago, but we still haven't seen it. So this one makes one very smart, makes them leaders as well. Can these be people that they can be good in command, in business, I would guess, with this shrewdness as well. But if it's a night bird, they might be more argumentative, more conflict in their life overall.
Soldiers and officers too.
Soldiers, okay. All those stars, they can be soldiers and officers.
When we have the influence of Mars, of course. So
intellectual stars.
We have 2 stars more in this group. It is the biggest group stars.
Yeah.
The next star is the star Zavijava.
Oh, that's where Jupiter is today.
Yeah, Jupiter is in conjunction now with this star. In the next 2 weeks, it will be in conjunction. So that's why we are revealing such knowledge here, because Jupiter is in conjunction with an intellectual star right now.
Intellectual star. Here it is, Zavijava, 27 degrees, Virgo, which is in sidereal, the 2nd degree in Virgo, isn't it? Sidereal.
Yes, it is the second brightest star in Virgo after Spica, and it is positioned at 2 degrees and 23 minutes in Virgo. According to what I saw until now, it is a very strong star in medicine.
Oh.
So there are good doctors.
Yeah. Anyone has anything there?
Yeah, according to Ptolemy, anyone who has Mercury and Mars in conjunction, which is the nature of the stars, can make medicines himself. So of the nature of making medicines, so to say, in the sign of Hilt, Virgo.
Someone says my husband has Virgo at this degree at Zavijava Pluto, but we don't count Pluto, do we? We just count those planets that we talked about. We count the ascendant, the moon, the sun, the 4th, the 10th house cusp, the 7th house cusp, and Mercury and Mars, because they're the nature of Zavijava, of the nature of those intellectual stars. So if you happen to have Mercury and Mars, it brings this strong intellectuality. It's interesting. My mom has the conjunction Mercury and Mars, and even though she's not a doctor, she's constantly gathering herbs and sending me concoctions for my hair, for stuff. So it's kind of true, yeah, Mercury and Mars. Herbalist almost. So Zavijava is very strong.
Doctors with that star rising.
They're married doctors. Oh. Yeah. No, Mary, Uranus does not count if it's with Zavijava or with any of those stars. We need to look on them the 7 main factors that we talked about and part of fortune. Okay, so we have here in the intellectual stars, we have a bit more angry as well. So Bellatrix, Porcion, Alpheraz, Betelgeuse, and Zavijava. We mentioned them all.
And we have more from those.
My friend's moon is a 26 Virgo and tropical. She wants to study herbal medicine. She should go for it, I guess, with this position. Sorry for interrupting.
So we have 2 more stars in this group.
Okay.
The next star is the star Shaua.
Shaua. Yeah.
Shaua. It is from the constellation of Scorpio. It is exactly the star that forms the stink of Scorpio. This is the stink of Scorpio, and it is the last degree of Scorpio, 29 degrees and 48 minutes Scorpio, constellation Scorpio, of course.
Shawa. This means that this star falls at 24 Sagittarius in current age, 23, 24 Sagittarius. You see there, here is the where it's indicated. I don't know, did I share it? Am I sharing the screen? Yeah. Here it is.
This is
27.
stars.
Yeah, it's the sting, isn't it? Isn't it connected to poisons, possibly, Shawa?
Of course. Absolutely. It can be really poisonous star. And these people can deal with such kind of poisons in today's world. This is chemistry, for instance.
Chemists. Yeah, Shawa chemists can deal with, or drug herbalists and stuff like that. All of those stuff.
Yes, absolutely. And all the other qualities that we mentioned before about those stars.
Clever, sharp, intellectual. These people, are they good like for scientists? Is that scientific combination, Mercury, Mars? Or these are different bunch of stars for science?
These are exactly the stars of the scientists.
Okay, all right. So remember, guys, all those stars, Showers, Vijava, Betelgeuse, Alpheras, scientists. They can be good at scientists. Yeah, the intellectual.
Yes, but you know, the science is not, it's not necessarily connected with moral in principles. Yeah. But intellect is highly involved, as in this case.
Yeah,
Mercury, Mars.
Because intellect is not connected to moral, as we know that. Everyone knows that. It can be highly intelligent.
When we have spirituality, you'll see that we have Jupiter and Venus influences, usually. So, the last star in that group is the star Sheat. It is from the constellation Pegasus, and it is projected in 4th degree and 35 minutes in Pisces.
This is the 29 degree in tropical Pisces, as you can see.
Again, a star with some bad name, so to say. But she gives intellect of highest class too.
Above average intellect.
Of course.
Higher.
Everyone who has one of these stars rising on the ascendant or culminating on the midheaven, you can be sure that this is a very smart person, no matter that if he is a scientist or a liar. He will be very smart. Very smart. Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. I don't have any of those. So, well, I can't lie either. So.
Are you sure?
Okay. So
we have two groups remaining, but they contain few stars.
Okay.
Yes, the next group is the stars. We finished this group already. So this group that follows is the group of stars with nature, Jupiter and Venus.
Oh, these will be good. Jupiter and Venus, the two benefics.
Yes.
How would we call them?
So these are the stars of nobleness, the stars of nobility too, not only. I saw personally people with those stars connected who are part of nobility, so to say. And also with that, they have some aristocratic traits and they are really noble in heart. So they are noble in every way. The first star with that description, this is the star Akamar.
Akamar. Ah, that's conjunct my
Akamar.
Sun and Venus.
Yeah, you're a noble person after all.
Thank you.
Not so but
23
Akamar.
areas. Nowadays, 22, 23 areas, guys, in tropical.
Yes, it's part of the constellation of Eridanus, the heavenly river, and it is it is projected in the last degree of Pisces, 29 degree and 31 minutes.
Yeah,
So what the ancient text said about that star and the other one, because we have another one here.
What is the other one? So we can write it and we can listen to. Then you talk about.
It appeared in one of the other groups, but because there are differences between the different manuscripts, Hermes says that Arctur is part of this group.
Arcturus. That's the 20. Is exactly opposite. 23 degrees in Libra, isn't it? Basically.
Yes, it is from the Bootes, projected in the last degree of Virgo.
Arcturus was also the star of what was it? Of wealth, or I forgot now. There's so many.
Group that we were talking about.
No, it was success, wealth. It was the leadership star. Arcturus was one of the leadership star as well.
Yes. So, those stars have these results. When they are rising, they give pure people who are devoted to pleasure, who are fond of beauty, arts, who are religious, who are munificent, who are prudent. They like to listen. They are counseling.
What they like?
Counseling.
Counseling.
Counsel.
They can counsel others.
They can give counsel, of course. Yes.
Oh, so they can be psychologists, probably, advisors.
Even something more.
Spiritual
They are
kind of.
great souled.
They're great. What?
Great souled.
Greatly
they are
thought.
considerate. Great souled.
Я нunca знаю.
Like a soul.
Sorry.
Spirit.
Great souls. Great souls. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they are considerate. They are decent in sexuality.
They're what?
They are decent in sexuality.
Decent.
Decent, yes.
They're not sexual perverts.
Yes, they are not.
Okay, good. Good to know.
And they have great good fortune from female personages.
Oh.
From women.
Fortune from
They
women.
Yes.
So we
Good
can advise
fortune
such people, if they have such ascendant moon, 10th house cusp, sun, that they can look for support from women. Women would help them. Which is very true in my life. To be honest, it's amazing, but female friends and female collaborators were the ones that I've received amazing support from them. And most of my viewers are females as well. So that seems to work very right here. So Akamar and Arcturus.
Yes. These are the stars. So apart from this, for Arcturus they say that the person will have fine, good, and soft body. Interesting description. And in the ancient text, they say that another star, which is not named, but they say the degree of projection, it is the star in the right foot of the constellation Centaurus in English. So
Center.
it is projected in the 11th degree of Libra, which is also a star of Jupiter and Venus.
That would be the 16th degree of Scorpio, isn't it?
Yes.
In tropical. So add to those Jupiter, Venus, 16 degrees Scorpio, tropical, which makes you Jupiter, Venus. So it makes you noble, makes you loved, good at counseling, prudent, great soul, good fortune from, but we don't have
Yes,
a name
I think
for
that
that one.
so many good stars that are falling in the tropical Scorpio will change the understanding of people who used this sign and view it as a dangerous sign. On that degree, it is completely different.
Yes, because we had something at 12 degree Scorpio in tropical that was amazing as well, which gave artistic skills and highly liked by everyone. And so good. These are the nobility, the noble stars. They can be. Do you think that maybe they can even move in circles of nobility and people kind of, nobility, aristocratic traits? Okay, good.
Yes,
and then
they can be true aristocrats in heart and in reality, and they can.
It doesn't mean naughty and looking down on others as we see aristocrats, but noble in nature.
Yes, even they can come from such families, even if now they are not so noble. The families, I mean, they can have such line. So.
Someone says, can you repeat the degrees for the unnamed stars in Scorpio?
11th degree in Libra, sidereal zodiac, which is right in the middle of tropical Scorpio.
Which is 16, 15 tropical Scorpio. Okay. And the last one?
Almost the last. So we be patient because we have things to talk about. I hope it is interesting still for you. No matter that maybe we talk about, I don't know, 2-3 hours.
Yeah, we've been talking 3 hours already, but we have more things to say.
Yes, but we have more to talk. At least half an hour. So the next group of stars. The next group of stars. Yes, you are right. You're right. Maybe it is 6 degrees Scorpio. Let's see how it is.
Oh, maybe it's 6 degrees. You're right.
Yes, it is there.
Sorry, it's not 16.
We are not. Yes.
Yeah. So, it's mistake. So the last degree of Scorpio, the last star is 6 degrees Scorpio. Sorry, guys. The unnamed star is 6 degrees Scorpio. Tropical.
Yes, we made a mistake, but I am always thinking about sidereal zodiac. So the next group of stars, it is a very interesting group because it is connected with all that are listening here, and with me, and with Wada, and with other astrologers, and with other occultists, and also people who has some occult powers. It is the stars with the nature of Venus and Saturn, but these stars are connected with occult knowledge and astrology.
Okay, Venus and Saturn.
And we have 3 stars here, and know that these are the stars of people who are prominent in astrology, every kind of esotericism, and occult knowledge. And the brightest star here is the main star of the constellation Hydra, the star Alphard. It is projected.
27.
Yeah, the moon of Lada is near that star, so that's why she is a famous astrologer. So.
Thank you.
And
27. Yeah.
I will give you another example, much more prominent. So let's say the projection of Alphard is on the 2nd degree and 30 minutes in constellation of Leo. Tropical Leo must be around 26 degree of Leo.
26, 27. Leo tropical, yes. It's known as also for poison.
So what they say in the ancient texts, of course, this is the main star of Hydra. We can expect everything connected with that, but they say in the ancient texts that those who have the stars are fortunate, and that they have many possessions, and that they are most notable, but they are passionate. So why they say that? Saturn and Venus are financial planets. Of course, there are possessions, and Venus, when she is in aspect with Saturn, sometimes give too much passions and
really?
to a fault. Yeah. So that's why the stars can give us such things. So beware with occultists and astrologers. So
they're all sexual perverts. Oh, sorry.
This is not bad thing, and the thing is in the control. So also they are fond of dance. Fond of dance.
Fond of dancing. That's so true.
Yeah, they are full-mouthed about sex, says the ancient texts. But
they're what?
in the full-mouthed. Full mouth.
They talk about sex.
In ancient times, this was not desirable. Yeah. And they say that in advanced age, those people can have priestly services, that they can be honored for religious practice or self-control, and that they can abstain from meats, and also that they will be experts in secret books.
Meat.
And
oh, wow.
Knowledge, of course. Secret books.
Occult knowledge and secret.
Yes. So,
but it's true, I don't eat meat. Isn't Yogananda has his moon there, doesn't he? And his ascendant. Yogananda was a vegetarian, spiritual.
Yogananda has his moon exactly in conjunction with Alphard and on his ascendant. And that's why he is so prominent occult and spiritual figure, so to say.
Wow. Yes, I had a few other people that I wrote down, but
He knows, of course, secret books and knowledge.
Listen, guys. Edgar Cayce has his ascendant conjunct Alphard. Also, Yeah, Edgar Cayce I have here written, and Yogananda. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, so the other two stars in this group are the stars Zosma.
Yes, Zosma.
Yes, she is part of constellation of Leo, and she is in the 16 degrees and 32 minutes in Leo.
This is 11 Virgo in tropical. Here it is, guys. Zosma.
In the
11
back.
Virgo tropical. But you see it's in the constellation of Leo at the back there.
And now look at the hint parts of Leo. You will see the star the Nebula,
Mm-hmm.
which is the next star of occult knowledge. It is posited on 26 degree and 50 minutes in Leo.
Here it
This
is. This is
star,
21 Virgo.
yes, this star is present in my chart too.
So if you happen to have Venus there or Saturn, it makes it 10 times stronger as well, because they're Venus-Saturn stars.
Yes. What is going on now? If you look at the transits right now, you'll see this. That's why I chose the date.
Look at that. Look at that. The current positions of the planets. Look at the sun, 26 Leo. Can you see here? Conjunct the star Alpha-Res. Venus.
Mercury and Jupiter are near the nebula.
Yeah, Mercury is 23, which is 20, very close to the nebula. Venus is 5 degrees away from Zosma, which is the other astrology occult knowledge. And Jupiter is 25 degrees, which is within 4 degrees of the nebula as well. Wow, amazing. And all the astrology stars and occult knowledge stars are triggered right now.
North Node is exactly on 1 degree from Zosma. So the main thing is that the sun is near Alphard, but we have also other 4 factors with those stars right now. So these are the stars in this group. The ancient texts say that also they love beauty of the heavens, in which way they say that we have here astronomers and astrologers, of course.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So.
Oh, by the way, Liz Green, the famous astrologer, I took out a few astrologers earlier. Liz Green is one of those people that have her sun and her moon. Wait, let me just a second. So I mentioned Pollux Sirius, Alpharas. Zosma, Liz Green has her ascendant conjunct and her sun, both of them are conjunct Zosma. And Madonna has her ascendant and her moon conjunct Zosma. And Madonna is all into occult, into Kabbalah, into astrological Kabbalah. And the Dalai Lama has his moon conjunct Zosma, one of those occult stars. The Dalai Lama, of course, has amazing knowledge of ancient texts.
Someone else? Maybe you know about the famous astrologer of probably one of the famous astrologers of all times. He lived in the 10th century. Mm-hmm. His name is Al-Biruni.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yes. He has the nebula rising on his ascendant, and Venus conjunct Alphard, and this makes Alphard 10 times stronger.
Wow.
Yes. These are his.
And he's one of the most known, famous ancient astrologers. So someone says, MC conjunct Zosma, would this reflect a career in the occult astrology world potentially? You might be very good at that. I don't know if it can lead indeed to career, but possibly, yeah, it's a possibility with that position.
It is sure that these are people who have deep interest in occult knowledge and mysticism and astrology and such type of wisdom. And this is true for every person, no matter how eminent or not is he with this
Yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but usually he will be something with such positions. So the last group of stars. These are the stars of with nature, Venus and Mars.
Mm-hmm. Venus, Mars.
So these are the most fortunate and blessed people in relation to power and wealth.
Oh, so this also gives power and wealth.
Yes, but most of all, they are happiest than others. So the first star here is the most powerful star according to the ancient texts than any other. It is the star Aldebaran.
Mm-hmm.
It is posited right in the middle of constellation of Taurus, 15 degrees and 0 minutes. According to ancient texts, the degree is called Earth, and the description is this: very fortunate, wealthy, administrate districts and cities. I will tell you that John F. Kennedy has Sun conjunct this star, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I said that some authors say that this star is only with the nature of Mars, and they said that adding that another star which is not so bright, but which is of the nature only of Venus, is in conjunction with Aldebaran, and that makes the nature of Venus and Mars. But Aldebaran, according to some, is only Mars nature. So,
okay, so it's 9 tropical Gemini, guys. 9 tropical Gemini. It's the bullseye in sidereal zodiac. In tropical, it's 9 Gemini currently, because in tropical it changes. In 100 years, it will be in 10 degrees Gemini.
So this is the bright star. It is a red star, and
red star.
Sometimes it looks like pink star, but it's red. And because it is the brightest, and the people are the most eminent people.
Well, look at that, guys. I have here John Kennedy, the sun.
Most richer than the others.
Richer and more notable. We have Kennedy. We have Marilyn Monroe, who has the sun conjunct Aldebaran. We have Angelina Jolie, the sun conjunct Aldebaran. We have Clint Eastwood and Rafael Nadal. All eminent, prominent, wealthy people here. I've taken just a few. And we have Queen Victoria with ascendant there. And we have Saddam Hussein. What an example. And we have Gwyneth Paltrow, who has the moon there. Yeah, with Saddam Hussein, the Mars nature seems to show, because it seems like his ascendant is there in Aldebaran. And like John F. Kennedy, it can give this more martial energy, like in the life a bit more extreme. I have MC in 2.30 degrees tropical. No, I think it's too far from the 9th, 11 degree tropical to count for someone that has it at 2 degrees. I don't know. It's too far for me. Maybe a little bit. But yeah.
Let's see, Kennedy has it on 45 minutes from his sun.
So super close, within the same degree.
In the same degree. The sun is there in the same degree, and Venus is near, which intensifies the star 10 times.
Wow. So this was called the Venus Mars. We call them lucky stars, wasn't it? Lucky, kind of. How did you?
Yes, as they are.
Yeah, lucky, most fortunate in power, wealth, and happy as well. But because Aldebaran in particular might have also quite a bit of Mars nature, it might be a bit more dangerous there as well.
Also, when a woman has this star conjunct, especially with her moon, I saw many times that these women, the money comes to them without an effort through other people, especially men, of course, because they're considered the most beautiful and charming women, and they have everything on in their hands.
Well, my best friend has her moon exactly at 9 degrees, I think 10 degrees in Gemini, which is exactly conjunct Aldebaran. She's been married to a few millionaires already with absolute. She's become rich through. She's not a gold digger. It just happens that men adore her, and even if she's not married to them, they give her presents for thousands of pounds and dollars. So that's absolutely true there.
Yes. So Aldebaran is the star of wealth also, and it is the most powerful star of wealth.
So we should put it towards the wealth stars. I'll add it there when I'm making the PDF in a little bit.
Yes, you can have this in mind, but also Aldebaran is a warrior star. Remember that. It gives, according to one author who writes before 200 years, but no one knows from where he has his information. So according to this author, Aldebaran gives warrior qualities, courage in war, military qualities, and even he said that if the ruler of the ascendant and the moon, or Saturn in conjunction with that star, it shows a murderer or someone with a very wicked mind. So be careful with that star.
It can make you very wealthy and very lucky and powerful. Like look at Saddam Hussein and Kennedy, but it can also be a bit dangerous.
So it can be dangerous star.
Someone says could conjunct Jupiter in the 7th would be meaning marrying a wealthy man. Well, Jupiter is not one of the stars that, well, could it? I don't know. It's a Venus-Mars star. Maybe if it's conjunct the 7th house cusp.
So, the ancient says also about Aldebaran that the star is 2 times stronger than the other stars, but also that the people with that star are strong, that they are wrathful, hot-headed, especially in respect of desires. I know that now some of the affairs of Kennedy are known.
Oh, it's Mars and Venus nature.
It's versatile for sexual pleasures. It's passionate, and they say that it has a beautiful neck, probably for women.
Gwyneth Paltrow has her moon conjunct there, and look at her beautiful neck, like long and feminine, isn't it?
Yes. And so we have other star here with some of those qualities, not so strong as Aldebaran, but also it's a strong influence, is the star Rigel. And this star is in constellation of Orion. It is projected in 22nd degree and 2 minutes in Taurus.
That's 16 Gemini, guys, in tropical. We talked about Rigel.
Wealth.
Yeah, it's one of the stars of wealth, and I have here people that have Rigel conjunct their son, Kanye West, Prince, Joan Rivers, Tom Jones, Johnny Depp, Natalie Portman, Mick Jagger, Ashton Kutcher is the ascendant, Mick Jagger ascendant, Ted Hughes is the ascendant, and Michelle Pfeiffer is ascendant. So it's also wealth, but it's also passions, as we said, fortunate in power and wealth.
Yes, so now I would like to discuss some stars, and special degrees of the zodiac that of course are connected with stars, which are not in those groups, but they give interesting influences.
Yeah.
So we will talk now about the so-called passionate signs and degrees. Remember that there are the influences of stars in those degrees. So if you can write or remember, do it. So in these degrees that I will mention now, we have many passions and even perversions, even with children and unnatural things.
Unnatural.
Even unnatural. If the influences of the planets are in harmony with this, so to say. So the degrees are those 13 and 14 of Scorpion.
Well, what would that be? Tropical. Sagittarius.
24 degree for our time. And you will see, it will be 7 Sagittarius and 8 Sagittarius.
7, 8 degrees Sag. It's close to Antares.
Yes, it is close, but it is before Antares. Also, the degrees between 25 and 28 of Scorpio. This is, I think, 19 and between 19 and 23 of Sagittarius in tropical. Also, the degrees between 12 and 15 degrees in Taurus. Which includes Aldebaran.
So that would be
6th to 9th of Gemini.
Gemini. So it's like a double-edged. Yeah.
So, also the last 5 degrees of Leo. Excuse me. So, this is 19 of see here Virgo. Until
24.
Virgo in tropical zodiac. So if you think that these people are so pure, don't be sure about it.
That they're what?
They will have strong passions in spite of their Virgos in tropical. So
yeah, strong passions. Okay.
Also the 11th and 12th degree in Capricorn.
What is that in? That's Aquarius something.
Yes, it's the 4th and 5th degree of Aquarius. So, and they say if Venus is there and she has an aspect from Mars or Saturn, happens so that they have shameful passions.
Wow. We have to check. What is the aspect from Saturn or Mars? Would it be conjunction, opposition, square? What other aspects do you?
Especially when it's conjunction, square, or opposition.
So if you happen to have Venus from 7 to 8 Sagittarius, from 23 till 23 Sagittarius, tropical, Venus from 6 till 9 Gemini, or Venus from 19 till 24 Virgo, or Venus from 4 till 5 degrees Aquarius, and it happens to be opposition, conjunction, or square with Saturn or Mars, within how many degrees? 4 or 5 degrees, the square and opposition?
Up till 7, for instance.
Okay. They will have shameful passions. Mm.
And if
Who are you?
if Jupiter does not aspect Venus, then it will be rejecting, hatred, and punishment about that.
So these people will be rejected from society, and they'll be punished for their sexual misdemeanors or sexual appetites that are natural in some way. Someone says, so yeah, you need to have Venus there on those degrees that we mentioned, that I wrote on above, and you need to have Venus aspected like a square, opposition, or conjunction with Saturn or Mars. Then this can bring shame, and this can bring like unnatural passions that are too kind of maybe extreme in some way, or and they can bring you kind of a infamy and scandal of some sort. Yeah, they correspond mostly to the Scorpionic constellation there.
Yes, and I will tell you about another star. It is the star called Hamal. It is posited in the constellation of Aries in the 9th degree. It is called the mouth of the ram.
Hamal, it's 7 degrees Taurus.
Yes.
Tropical.
So this can be adulterers, people who are mute, and guards in prisons. But especially they can be sexually pervert sometimes. I think that the son of Hitler is there.
Oh, I think so. Wow. Yeah, I think that his Mars was also close or something like that.
Yes, and let's say about 2 other stars. According to the ancient manuscripts of Hermes, the stars of Asclepius, the mythological healer, are on the 7th and 9th degrees of Scorpio. These are small stars. They are projected there from the constellation of Ophiuchus. And they represent health, medicine, doctors, herbalists, the best dealers of paintings, and these are the entwined snakes or dragons of the carousels of Asclepius, an occult symbol. And when those stars are rising, you can have a very good healer of some kind.
What is that in tropical zodiac? I can't find the star here, Asclepius.
You will not find it there. You will not find it. It is, I'll tell you now, in the 1st degree of Sagittarius and the 3rd degree of Sagittarius.
From 1st till 3rd Sagittarius. Okay. So they make amazing healers, those people.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And also Hermes says that between the 20th and 22nd degree of Taurus, there stays the one who rules the ship. You know, there is a constellation called Argo. But here they say that here is the energy of God.
What does it
So,
mean? Have you seen it in horoscopes?
can't say. No one can say for now. But this is written in the manuscript of Hermes, and I think that this will be a good end for
Yeah.
our conversation
Wow.
here about the stars.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I will make a PDF with all the degrees of the stars and bunching them up together. And you can start checking the ascendant, the moon, the 10th house cusp, the 7th house cusp, the 4th house cusp, you know. And remember, for each bunch, whatever the nature of the star is, if you happen to have the same planet conjunct one of those fixed stars, it makes it 10 times stronger. And that will definitely bring powerful. For me, definitely in my horoscope, they resonate so strong, and I've seen it in the horoscopes of other people. So many people interested in astrology and occult come with me with those astrology and occult stars that are prominent in their website, on their websites, on their natal charts.
Yes,
But they,
I would like to add something. And this is if you wish to know even more about the stars, you can connect with the astrologer and researcher Rumen Kolev to purchase his translation of the manuscript of Hermes about the fixed stars. You can find his website on the internet. Part of the information today was from his translation.
Here is the link, guys. I'm putting a link to his website.
And of course, there are other sources. You can seek information from translations of ancient clay tablets from Mesopotamia, and also from the translations of the Project Hindsight.
Oh yeah, Hindsight with Robert Hahn. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of information. I've been using some of those fixed stars, especially the ones for wealth and leadership and for occult knowledge, and they've been working amazing. But I'm going to start using the ones for science as well. I've totally forgotten about them. And because I took the course with you told me about them like 2 years ago and 2 or 3 years ago. And since then, I've just been using the ones I really like, my favorite ones. But they work amazingly, guys. I mean, like, you can use them on the horoscope of many people and see what their natural talents are. We enumerated all of this. We'll send you a PDF. The recording will be available in a few minutes. And I'll send everyone a PDF or like kind of summarize information about everything we wrote. And I'm going to write it over the next couple of hours and send it to everyone. And thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad people saying such an amazing webinar. Thank you so much. Fabulous. Wonderful to have you. And I wanted to say, we said that those of you who've purchased this webinar with me and Trifon, for the next Trifon's webinar, you can have 20% off the price. And one of you can also win what was it? Lauren, what was it, right? You can get, one of you can also win a free webinar with us next time. So all of you get 20%, and one of you gets, if you subscribe to the next webinar, and one of you gets a full free webinar, which will draw randomly who this is. Благодаря, Jennifer says, wonderful. And
I hope you find what to seek here.
And I think the next webinar we should do about the Arab points. Maybe we should do first a free talk about the Arab points, which is about compatibility, love. Specifically, we can make it on love and focused on love, because this is amazing. You can't see anywhere else the same way. Why, for example, you might be Libra and your 7th house might be in Leo, but you never attract, people that are like that. Huh?
We can do that. This is another amazing topic of ancient astrology.
Yeah, I remember Trifon looked at my Arabic points and said, someone with Taurus should be like you can fall in love because my point of marriage was there. And I was like, Taurus? I never liked Taurus, but kind of I'm shocked now because things are happening exactly. You know, the point of marriage, there is a point of love that no other astrologers use. Maybe very few astrologers, but actually they're the ones that show where you can really fall in love, who is you can get married with. You know, tell us a little bit about them so people can. Yeah, love is in the stars. Tell us a little bit about those fixed stars so people, if they want to participate in the next webinar. Not fixed stars, Arabic points. I'm talking bullshit.
So thank you, people. We will talk again.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably Arabic points.
Yeah, Arabic points for love, or maybe for career as well, for money. We can decide which ones we want to talk about.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Trifon, as well, for the amazing knowledge. This, guys, very few people have this knowledge in the world. So we're one step ahead of the other astrologers. Thank you, and have a great day, and we'll soon have all the information and the material. So, bye-bye.
Bye.